Feral! Thinks about him, thinks about him, thinks about Wraith, thinks about Wraith. My brain is so full of Wraith. This music is still banger, and that's just a fact. It just be like that, and good for it. I love video game music with all my heart, and I thank every single person who makes video game music. Every person who's made video game music, you're so good, and I love you. You always do a bang-up job in the very positive way, and we love to see it. I realized I spelled things wrong. Hold on. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. Anyways, so we are going to be working on Spirit's route today. That's the last person I need to work on, and then we're also going to try to get to whatever Trickster's thing is. I think one of my followers had mentioned that we need to do all the endings in order to be able to open Trickster's route. So we're gonna get Spirit's route done, and then we're gonna see what we can do about doing Trickster. So hold on one second. Ow. So yeah, I'm excited to see what Spirit's route is gonna hold, because she's also a mystery. I also think she's intriguing, and I would love to know more about her. Alright, I'm going to save over these. I'm going to get rid of these ones. Oh wait, I should have just saved over them. Whoops. I'm going to save over that one. Corvo. And I'm going to zoom through dialogue once again that I've already done several times over. Because I'm not here to stick around and do it, since I have trying to get through 2 different routes today is going to be a lot. So, I want to make sure I do, in fact, get through all of everything. Mm-hmm. 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 Bow, 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 bow. I'm coughing once again. I am coughing on the beach. We just zoom in. We zoom in. We're digging it up because, yeah, I don't know why. I just always want to dig it up. I can't help it. I need to get the coin inside its mouth. It's this desire to just do it every single time because I can. That's it. No thanks. Did you give it back? No. It's mine now. Here it comes! Yippee! A little help, please. Hello. Hello. Handsome boy. I'm romancing you, little lady. Your route was so weird, Trapper. For real, for real. She's so cute. I like her. I like her outfit very much. I just think it's funky. What will I do? No thanks! Damn, what an alpha move. You just became the type of person who says no thanks to a bunch of actual killers. No one tells you what to do. Thanks for nothing, I guess. She moves deftly and silently across the sand. It's hard to make out his expression from behind the mask, but it seems Trapper might be smirking. You try to read Trapper's face, but you realize the two of you been staring into each other's eyes for a really long time, even though someone else has handed back... everyone else has headed back to the volleyball court. Stop that! I'm not trying to make eye contact with you, Trapper. I'm just not. Yeah, I know. I derailed it. I'm a nitwit. I get it. Wraith, my beloved. No, don't kill me, Trapper, please. And thank you. No thanks. Answer quickly. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. I'm gonna say not at all. I've never thought of myself as attractive. Wow, watch it. That's bullshit. You're beautiful. You hear me? Thanks, narrator! I appreciate that, narrator. Flight. Technically, I suppose I can fly. Honestly, it's not all that's what's cracked up to be as far as I go. I'm still not where I want to be. What's your best subject in school? History. She likes history, I know. My favorite animal, I'm gonna go with dog this time. Puppy mask. What's your favorite color? Blue. What's your dream job? Astronaut, because I feel like it. Best flavor of ice cream? It's still vanilla, guys. I'm sorry. I cannot answer any other because I can't. I can't bring myself to betray myself. We're teaching lessons. Mint chip. I know I can't say anything besides mint chip. That's cool. You sure are. I love all of you guys so much. You're so funky. Killed by society. Grow a body. Fuck body. Okay, anyways, let's go. We got the yacht. We got the pool. We got the volleyball game. And we got the lounge. We're gonna go to the lounge. It'd be great to relax for a second at the lounge. You kick up your feet, look out at the ocean, and relax on your own terms. Who would want anything else? Dry, comfortable, enjoying a cool drink on a hot day? The best! I mean, what kind of fool, what kind of monster, what kind of mask-wearing psychopath would finally be granted a break from the constant grind of chasing and fighting to get ahead, and then choose to exert themselves in, quite frankly, any way whatsoever? Am I the only one who gets it? It's time to stop living by their rules. I won't do it any longer. Yeah, we should probably give her a second to calm down. Poor girl. Hold on, just a moment. This is Dwight and Claudette. And they're here to do literally everything. These poor things. Gently pats them. You can do your job. You're not gonna get off this island though, so, you know, it's fine. Oh, no, fuck! I clicked the wrong one! I was clicking too fast. Please don't tell me I have to start shit over. No! Oh, damn it! Oh my god, I have to fucking start the game over. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm an idiot. Hold on, let me do one other thing. I'm gonna make the text speed at fast as possible. I can't believe I fucked up like that. I can't believe I fucked up like that. I clicked too fast. Corvo just goes clicky click 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 click. I gotta click down here so that I stop doing that. I won't have the issue with it if I click down here. Yippee! We know that it was Trapper who put that face there after his route, and he said something about liking to lop people's head offs and stuff and bury them in the sand. He's sure a character. I think he's the only person who genuinely wants to keep murdering people even after, like, our routes and stuff. Oh. Little help. Pretty lady. Handsome boy. Pretty lady. I love her little claws. I only just realized them now, actually. I didn't actually realize those before. She has little claws, and I'm like, good for her. Good for her. We love to see it. Do 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 do. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna do nothing this time. Stand frozen. It's kind of a weird move. If you truly don't care that someone asks you politely, you're doing you despite how much of a weirdo or just a jerk it might make you look like. Clearly, you don't even care. Some kind of display of confidence, confusion, sheer awkwardness, you feel judged, but not sure how. Spirit cuts the silence with a giggle that she quickly swallows when she sees that it has caught your attention. Except for Spirit, she's really staring you down, her expression hardening as you watch her. The longer you hold her gaze, the more angry she seems to become before turning into a huff and floating up to join the others. Okay, girl! She sure had a reaction to that. Anyways. Back to the volleyball game. He saw a butterfly. I love that he saw butterfly. 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 Do. Average. Superpower. Flight. History. Foggy. Blood red. My dream job, astronaut. Best flavor of ice cream, vanilla. Mint chip. Yippee! You sure are. I love you, Wraith. I love you so very much. I just think you're neat. Hey girl, hey! Don't tell her to grow a body. She has a body. It's just kind of dismembered vaguely, you know? It's vaguely dismembered. It'd be like that. Everyone just hears me dramatically clicking. The lounge. And she's like, yippee! I'm gonna take a sippy sip. Yeah, we know. These bitches are the only people left. But that's okay. I think they're doing a great job. Hold on. Do. The lounge. Finally, freedom from the preposterous premise that the four of us would be engaged in some sort of thrilling 2-on-2 volleyball match. Spirit looks at you from beneath her gigantic sun hat. She takes a conspiratorial tone. I don't know whose idea volleyball was in the first place, but I hate them. I tried to feign a sprained ankle, but everyone knows that I technically float above the ground, so nobody believed I was even putting any pressure on my joints in the first place. Then I tried to annoy everyone by not giving a crap, and when that didn't work, I tried whining, and when that didn't work, I threatened to kill every single person on the island, but turns out I'm not the first to toss those kind of threats around on this island. So thanks, I guess, for getting it called off. Are we threatening to end each other again? Haha. Now it's Dwight, who takes on a conspiratorial tone, his eyes shifting as he slips into a loud whisper. Please just make it quick. Is what you'll be saying when we get behind the bar and make you the drink of your dreams. Hilarious, right, Dwight? Yeah, right. So, what'll you be having? This is a... Oh, no. I don't know what I should choose. What would Spirit like? Not a vodka soda or the scotch, I don't think. I'm gonna go with the sangria. Something fruity but refreshing. Hold the coconut rum. Sangria, maybe? My pleasure. Oh, I figured... Oh, I should have known it was him. I should have known it was gonna be him. The other two are probably... the other two are probably the, I'm gonna go with a virgin daiquiri. I didn't come here to party. I'm just trying to make the best of a very strange situation. I don't know. How about a daiquiri? I know how to make that. But skip the liquor. I'll have mine virgin. Trapper snicks at your choices of word. Sure you will, kid! Hello? Oh my god. Jesus Christ, Trapper. Trapper, shut the fuck up! Don't mind him. We don't need to soak ourselves in booze just to please somebody else's expectations, if you ask me. There's enough spirits here already. Besides, alcohol just numbs you to the painful realities of the world. I choose to face them head on. You'd never do something like, I don't know, hide from it all behind the world's largest hat or anything. Yeah, that's actually kind of funny though. Please allow me to ignore any fashion advice from the man wearing a doll face as a mask. Not a doll's face, jerk. Since we fulfilled your requests, time for you to return the favor. Oh. What's your request to me? I should have known there was a catch. Icebreaker time! I swear, I'd known they'd pull this kind of faux enthusiastic community building crap. I'd have suggested we attempt to walk to the lowest point of the ocean before I set foot near this bar. You don't think it'd be kind of fun? A little fun? Never mind, I hate it, this sucks. But it could be fine, or whatever you say. Has anyone seen my hat? I've literally never seen him in a hat. Yeah! What the hell? Right, what are you talking about? A hat? Right, you've never worn a hat before. What are you talking about, baby? If we must make small talk, I'm at least picking a topic before we end up being forced to do some lame improv game that nerds learn at their non-sports after activity that I definitely didn't do because I'm not a nerd. Okay, girl. Whatever you say. Methinks a certain someone doth protest too much. Sitting here on this beautiful sunny afternoon, warm sand beneath the cool fog beneath my severed feet. The topic I choose is books. Novels, comics, fiction, or none. Reading is the only escape from the inescapable horror of life and escape from your own mind. Hold on, I need to do something quick. Okay, I just needed to check something. What? A groan rolls through the crowd. Not a lot of readers here, I'd imagine, based on that response. They were much more enthusiastic about drinking. Consider the situation we're in. It seems an appropriate time to ask you. What are you gonna ask me? Corvo, what's your desert island book? The one book you'd bring if you were, well, on an island like this. Oh, it has to be classic horror for reasons that should be obvious. She means because this is an island of horror villains, and also those books are all in the public domain. Nothing too modern. Humanity's gotten too soft these past 100 years. So what's your favorite? Okay, I liked Frankenstein, so I'm gonna click that one. I don't know for sure if she'll like this, but I liked Frankenstein, actually. I didn't actually read it, but I've seen 3 horror movie versions of Frankenstein. They've all been pretty good. You know you can lie to make yourself look smarter. They're killers, not mind readers. Oh, that's a good one. Seeking knowledge but finding only death? Yeah, been there. Can't say that my experience have been successful, but well, fingers crossed. And fire, don't even get me started. Experiments? Crap. Not again, I swear every excuse you give him, it's all is this talk about cough. Shut up. Cough! Did you just tell me to shut up? Sorry. Take it from me. This one likes to think he's the scientist, but he's actually the monster. Can't I be a little of both? Like I said, I haven't actually read it, but that sounds smart enough that I'd be willing to believe it's the true meaning of the story. Okay, anyways. I'm gonna do different. But I have read Frankenstein, and I did enjoy it. It was a good book. So I'm trying to romance spirits, so I can't actually say what I want. Because that would be my honest answer, but I'm not answering honestly, now am I? That's probably Trappers. Do you like Jekyll and Hyde? I know, I've really enjoyed the story of Miss Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I've always felt like I had this other person living inside me. Okay. She likes that one. I'll read her stuff anyways. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? Sounds like a fun one. A fun, good story about friendship, but I can't read. Not because I'm dumb. I never actually learned to read because I was too busy learning to survive with nothing more than my own strength and cunning. Same reason I didn't have a best friend that wasn't more than just a rock with a face drawn on it in dried blood. Until we meet again, Roxanne. Huntress looks out towards the horizon. There's a moment of silence amongst the group. Will you tell it to me sometime? I might not be able to read books by myself, but I love being read to, especially when someone does all the voices. Well, I'm great at voices! It's not really a story about friendship exactly, but who cares? Of course I'll tell it to you. It's quite a thrilling tale. Not just anybody can pull off quality narration all the time. Take it from me. Anyways, gonna answer the one that's spirit. It must be Dracula. Dracula is one classic, and that's still scary. To be seduced by some beautiful stranger, only to learn later that they're an immortal villain. It's downright thrilling? Well, I guess, but I was going to say that despite the deviant behavior of Dracula and the threat of possible danger to even death that he poses, but can't help but get turned on by the liberation from the status quo that he represents? Same here. So, what if some old doctor says he's a bad boy? You're supposed to reek like garlic and sleep alone. Who did you think would buy that? If you're gonna be trapped in the nightmare that is undead life eternal, which I know is a little something about, you could do so much worse, do a lot worse than great clothes, a castle, and a lover who doesn't take shit from anyone. The scariest part of Dracula is thinking no one will ever be quite as interesting to make love to as a vampire. Enough about these old stories that belong to someone else. I think it's time to make up some new stories of our own. Before you know what is going on, Huntress is waving an empty vodka bottle in the air, a devilish twinkle in her half-mask-covered eye. Uh-oh. Might I suggest a little something naughty? Let's all get in a circle and spin this bad boy. Oh god, we're playing spin the bottle? No, Trickster, get out! Great idea. Trickster, isn't it a bit late to introduce a new character? I thought I was the only one who gets to make the rules. I'm not sure who I'm asking, but I wasn't ready for this. Well, hello. And who is this new fan in the waiting? Beat it, heck! I don't know what's the harm in inviting one more person to join the circle for our game. Oh, I can't stay. I'm just saying it's a great idea. While also teasing the secret Trickster ending. I've got so much better things to do than hang out here. I'm famous. Toodaloo! Toodaloo!
The rules are simple. First you spin, then you swap spit. That's it. Let's be clear, this ain't a peep show. We're gonna have a good time, but in a classy way. All makeouts will happen out of the view of the public eye, real romantic-like. Yes, romance is the goal, and we'll be waiting here in complete silence, trying to listen in and use our imaginations while you make out on the other side of the bar, but not watching. Like adults. Romantic, well-adjusted adults. Corvo, you're up!
Oh my god. I gotta spin the bottle with them. You grip the bottle in your hand and put your fate in the hand of the empty bottle gods. The empty bottle gods. Alright. I'm ready. Hold on, I wanna do this good. Gonna save. Ready! Away we go! See who you're gonna smooch. Oh god. Oh no. You two are meant to be. Psych! You have to actually spin multiple times to get your real result. First to get to 3 times is your true match. That's how we play hardcore spin the bottle on this island. Okay. Ah, no. You got Trapper. No, I don't want Huntress. Stop. Stop! No! I'm sorry, Huntress, but I can't. I'm sorry, girl. I would love to, but also I have to. I'm trying to get Spirit. Oh, Wraith! You two are meant to be. I don't want Trapper. God, I'm getting everyone but Spirit! Ugh! Why is this so hard? Oh, no, 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 no. Huntress, I'm sorry, but no, I can't. This is so annoying! I'm trying so hard. I'm like, I don't mind Wraith. But also, I'm trying to get Spirit. Oh my god. You know what? I'm gonna see what Wraith does just because I'm curious, because I like Wraith so much. Wraith is your true match. Woo! This is morning. You are just waking up on a strange beach surrounded by strangers with murderous intent. Now you're looking across a beach towel at Wraith, lust in his eyes, sweat glistening on his skin. Your heart races. You can feel your pulse pounding in your ears. Wraith takes you by the hand and you sit face to face at the private section of the bar. He begins to reach for you, putting his hands on your shoulders. You're sweating, but not even in a sexy way. He is. He's sweating. You're sweating in the gross way you'd sweat at an interview for a job you're not remotely qualified for. You don't know what to do. If you try to lock lips in this state, you might gross him out so completely that he'll never look at you romantically again. Wraith, Look, you're great, but also terrifying. Did he just steal your line? I want to be kissed by you, but, well, maybe not even sure how. Is that sad? Great, now I look sad. Well, if the tropical shorts fit. You make me happy to be around. I think I'm still new to all of this. We can figure it out together. Really, Really, I'd like to get to know you. And, you know, the kissing sounds great, in theory. It doesn't sound, painful. So then, for now, Wraith reaches out and gives you a vigorous handshake! We're acquaintances going on friends, going on lovers. I'm sorry. Great handshake, by the way. Really? Truly. Alright, I just wanted to know what he was gonna do because I was curious. That was cute. That was really cute. I like that. That was fun. Huntress, stop. Huntress, please. I'm trying so hard to get Spirit. There, 1 Spirit. I don't care about Trapper. Shut up. Yeah, that's 2 spirits. I am gonna save here then, because then I only have to get 1 more spirit. And if I fuck up, it's fine. I don't want you, Trapper. Sorry. Nope. I'm trying so hard to get her. I could do Huntress's thing. I could just let people know what Huntress does. Huntress is your true match. Ooh! This morning... Sweat glistening on your skin, your heart races, you can feel your pulse pounding your ears. She begins to reach for you, putting your hands... Okay. That's the same thing. I'm sorry, but I can't kiss you right now. What? You're relieved, but also maybe a little hurt? It's not you. Well, it's you, but in a way, I think you're great. Maybe too great. I don't trust easily. I'm afraid I might need to connect with you so early. It's not that I don't want to, it's just I don't think it's the right thing to do right now. I understand. Amazing, but also understand this. If you tell anyone I got too soft, I'd break you in half, okay? I'll tell them you almost chewed my whole face clean off. Oh, I like that. Yeah, I mean, I figured nobody would actually smooch us at this point early in the game. Anyways. Gotta get Spirit. Yeah, I did it! Spirit's your true match. Lust in her eyes, like glistening on her skin. They're so cute. I have some bad news for you. I have something in my teeth, don't I? I think it might be seaweed. I have no idea how long it was in the ocean. No, well, maybe, but that's not what I was gonna say. This is not happening. Not now, maybe not ever. If you think I'm gonna make out with some stranger just because an old bottle told me to, they've got another thing coming. And so do you, namely katana into your heart. If you even try to make such a move under such absurd circumstances, I wasn't gonna. Yeah, I know, you seem pretty harmless, and not at all that bad to kiss, if I was interested, which I'm not at this moment in time. But are we gonna tell them we kissed? We are. I'm not above lying to get what I want. So, that thing about me being not bad to kiss, was that a lie to get me to play along? You want to know the truth? Figure it out for yourself. But don't expect this life to just hand you gifts like me. All I was ever handed was pain and suffering. Treat me well and I'll return the favor.
Otherwise, try a different route and see what happens. I'd hate to break up such a passionate moment. We can only assume it's passionate because we never spy on you constantly while you stay on this island. That's ominous. But dinner is being served right away, and we must insist you join us. We wouldn't want anyone dying of starvation, but there's so much more interesting things to die from.
Yippee! Yeah, no, everyone's like, yeah, no, we're not doing kissing right now, guys. Everyone's like, why would we do that? And we're doing food and meat. And everyone wants to do things. Everyone wants to sit next to us. Go away, Trickster. Alright, we gotta cut up the meat. It's meat. Seasoned with stuff. But don't worry about that. Don't worry about the seasoning of the stuff, of the things and the stuff and the stuff and the things. You got a broad axe, and you got a cleaver, and you got a katana. And you got a bludgeoning weapon. Which is why it's not a good idea for you to try to cut it. Alright, I'm gonna say ready. And I'm gonna save, because I gotta do good enough to impress Spirit. Because I know I can impress Spirit on this one. So I want to impress her. All I need to do is just good enough. That was really bad. Try again, please, Corvo. There we go, I'll take that. Yeah, I didn't think I'd get that one. Oh, whoops. Thanks, Wraith. I don't need your pity, though. I need to do better. That's what I need. I just need to do better. Not bad. 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 Poor. Try again. I need to do decent. I don't have to do great. I'm just... my brain is so gloopy. Ooh! Yay, that was a perfect! Oh, I should have saved there. Fuck. I should save here. As a just in case. Excuse me. Nope. Thanks, Wraith. That's not good enough, though. I gotta impress Spirit. I gotta at least mildly impress somebody. I got a perfect and a not bad, which means I probably just have to get at least another not bad. Damn it. Cutting up the meat, cutting up the meat, doo-doo, cutting up the meat, cutting up the meat, doo-doo. I'm just seeing what happens. Oh! Hell yeah, that might be good enough. Is that good enough? Yippee! Alright, they're eating. You just don't, you're not hungry. You don't want to eat with your dismembered body. Just super self-conscious about how I eat. Anyways, I'm gonna pass out now and I'm gonna wake up on the beach. Hello, ocean. You're the only one who could help me. You're the only person who knows why I'm here. Well, that's so cool. Why are you here? Why are we here? I don't know. That's a great question, but I don't know the answer to that. Do, do, do. You wake up to find Spirit holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Don't you just love the ocean at night? I do. Staring out over the vast darkness of the ocean, really violates feelings inside of me. They were all truly insignificant. And the only thing worse is pursuing his revenge. Worth pursuing. I have to wonder, how could anyone believe anything else? I don't know, girl. Great question. You look out in the darkness of the night and ponder her question. Well, it's a simple question. How could they? How could anyone not feel small and alone in the face of such massive nothingness? Maybe it's Spirit's words, maybe it's the ocean, or maybe it's always been this way, but you suddenly feel connected to Spirit's words. I may not remember much about my life before, but there's one thing I know to be true. I've always been alone. And I always will be alone. Spirit has turned from looking on the ocean as looking directly at you now. It's a funny idea, isn't it? Being alone? Together? It's the best we can hope for. Maybe. Or maybe it's too much to hope for. Maybe it's impossible to pretend we know anything. Is that just arrogance? Ugh, I was so dumb. Too busy trying to please everyone, be the perfect student, the perfect employee, the perfect daughter. Didn't even take care of myself, and now I'm all I've got. Worst of all, I got distracted from my true purpose, my destiny. The purpose was just sitting inside of me my whole life. Okay, so this might sound a little bit silly, but... Spirit looks around to see if there's anyone on the beach, but when she's convinced it's only you two, she continues. Alright, I really do want to quick do a save here. And then I'm going to load the other one because I want to know what happens if I say the other one. If it's weird and she doesn't like it, or... Do you like it or not, girl? What do you like? Do you like some romance stuff? Found someone... I used to feel that way. Small, unimportant, alone. But surely I'm not... But lately I'm not so sure. Starting to feel different. I'm starting to actually feel like maybe this island is where I might meet someone special. You look at Spirit, who's turned from the ocean to look at you while she speaks on this topic she's clearly so passionate about. A friend, perhaps? Something more. I don't know what this island has planned for me. Ha! A friend? Friends are just cowards who seek comfort in numbers. I had friends once back when I was chopped into pieces, a bunch of pieces by my father. Friends are what's keeping me held together. I'm floating in a cloud of rage. Yeah, I prefer the other answer. She continues. There's a dragon that lives inside me. I've always known, but I've tried to ignore it. When I couldn't ignore it, I tried to push it down. I'm so stupid. You're not stupid. That sounds badass. Right? But I didn't let it out. And then I, chop chop, and now the dragon is pretty much a one-track revenge beast. But enough about me. What's inside of you, stranger? What's inside of me? Bones. I'd kill to have a dragon. Maybe not the best choice of words. I mean, a dragon sounds awesome. Honestly, though, I don't feel like I've got anything inside me at all. Just darkness. Never-ending darkness. And here I thought Spirit was the biggest goth on the island until you arrived. Perhaps I could light a torch and search through the darkness. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of steps. She liked that, so I'm gonna keep that. She thought it was neat. Wait, did I actually save? I did not. And here they come to bring us to story time. Because it's story time, baby. Because it's story time. Story time. It's not my fault that I passed out on the beach. At least I don't think it's my fault. I think it's me and that everyone's angry at me. Don't be angry at me. I'm just a little guy. Nobody knows any names. I'm gonna pick Spirit, because it's her turn. I choose you, Spirit. Experience is crafted. Really? You want to hear from me? Spirit huffs and dramatically rolls her eyes as she gets to her feet in front of the campfire. Don't let her talk you out of it. She's great with ghost stories. I don't know where she gets it, but she comes up with the scariest stuff. Seriously disturbing. Even to me. I literally pulled a guy's skull and spine out once with my bare hands. Talk about bullshit stories. If anyone else is gonna chit-chat, I guess I can just sit down and... Huntress's eyes go red behind her mask, and both Trapper and Wraith take their seat. They know when it's worth fighting when it's not. Everyone loves her stories. I love it. Well, I hate to break it to you, but tonight's story isn't scary. It's a romance. Too late now, though. I was sucked in, so I'm going to tell my story. I call it The Prisoner's Kiss. You notice that Huntress and Wraith are both sharing a giant tub of popcorn. No one offered you popcorn! Damn, I wanted on that Huntress Wraith popcorn. It was a dark summer night. Warm rain seeped from the sky like blood from an old wound. Detective Hada, a celebrated investigator and renowned hostage negotiator, was called to the scene of a strange occurrence, unlike anything she'd ever seen before. When she arrived, the scene was chaotic. Crowds had begun to gather. A dozen other officers were doing everything they could to keep curious onlookers away. But how could anyone resist wanting to know more? For there, in the middle of a busy market, had appeared a giant box. Strange, alien-like in its appearance, and massive in size. No one knew how it got there. Was it delivered? Built on site? In such a busy area, how could something just appear? A mystery, as if it was conjured by magic. But this was no illusion. The huge box was very real, and someone was trapped inside. Sphere paused her story to look from face to face of each audience member. She has no expression, but you can feel her vibrating with energy. She's in her element. I love her storytelling. This is good. I'm glad she's happy storytelling. Help me! Cried someone inside the box. It was a man, terrified, trapped, imprisoned, his voice trembling. By now it was as if every detective in the city was there, looking this strange structure up and down, inspecting it on every side. It didn't make much sense. There were no doors, no windows, no fasteners or seams. It was completely solid, and much too heavy to move by hand. Solid that except for a single small slit, just enough to see the bloodshot eyes of the prisoner trapped inside. I don't know what happened. I woke up here, and I was scared. I was so scared. Please help me, cried the man, as if pleading for his life. No stranger to tense situations, Detective Hada comforted the man. She used her training to calm him and buy time for the other investigators. However, time did not bring clarity, only anxiety, as the night dragged on with no progress in opening the box. As the night grew longer, the seeping rain puddled on the ground. The man inside grew more desperate, more sad and lonely, more pathetic and in need of help. But Detective Hada was no help at all. Powerless to save him, guilt began to weigh on her, like it never had before. Don't let me die in here, the man begged. Don't let me die alone. Stay calm, instructed Detective Hada. You're not alone. I'm here. Hell, half the town is here. We're all in this together. We won't let this be the end of your story. Looking through the narrowest of passageways, Detective Hada watched her own reflection in the tear-filled eyes of the stranger's sad prisoner. Together they both wept in silence at the hopelessness of the moment. Promise? Asked the man. Promise that I'm not alone? Yes, she promised. I do. A simple pledge. She feels an instant connection like she'd never felt before. Not to her family, not to her friends, not to any other hostages she'd worked so hard to free before. So when the man's eyes closed and backed away, it didn't scare Detective Hada, for she knew he would return, and he did, pressing his lips to the narrow slit of the horrible puzzle box, repeating this question again, stream flowing from his mouth as he asked, Promise? Promise that I'm not alone? Yes, she promised. I do. and pressing her palms against the cool outside of the box without truly knowing why, Detective leaned forward and placed her own lips up to the opening, letting her breath creep into the strange structure, allowing her warm lips to fall on his man's. It was a gentle kiss, a moment of compassion. She could feel in this brief contact the beating of her heart, pulsing blood through every inch of her body, matching beat for beat in his soft touch. "Thank you," said the man, no trace of fear remaining in his voice. He backed away into the darkness, disappearing in a single moment of eerie calmness. "Get back!" yelled an officer, suddenly thrusting himself between Detective Hata and the box, breaking a silence that would soon be filled by a cacophony of whirring gears and clicking lashes, a symphony of mechanical activity happening all at once. Something had triggered, as if an unseen lever pulled, and the side of the giant box began to slide open. Detective Hata gripped her flashlight tightly and pushed forward into the foggy interior of the giant box. Her feet splashed in puddled rainwater, her heart racing as she swept her light from side to side. And that's when her eyes landed on the man, or at least landed on what should have been him. There, in the corner of the pile of box, was pieces, like parts of a doll, almost pulled apart, or perhaps that's just how Detective Hata had to think of him in the moment to survive. A collection of segmented limbs, pieces disconnected from one another, cleanly severed and placed in a neat little pile. And atop a head, cold, pale, eyes open, lips as an icy blue. Spirit stares at the fire, her own expression lifeless, her lips blue, tears falling from her chin and soaking into the sand at her feet. You're blown away by the story. It's safe to say you're not alone. Everyone else is looking into the fire up at the sky, anywhere but at Spirit. Ooh. It was you who chose her. You had initiated this harrowing tale. So sad, so creepy, so sensual? She really went into great detail when it came to describing that kiss. Too much detail, and now no one is sure how to act. Dwight and Claudette are staring daggers at you. You have to do something. Alright, I should have saved here. Whoops. I have to do something. Game was supposed to be a lighthearted romp. Please, I said do something. No, I'm not doing that again. I don't know if she'll accept a hug. You stand without saying anything, approach Spirit, reaching out your arms around her for a hug. Her robe, hovering in the air, begins to wrap itself around you and squeeze you into her. It's kind of like being hugged back, but also like being tied up. It's certainly not what you expected. Instinctually, you pull yourself away, but it's an awkward moment. You nearly fall over into the fire. Spirit says nothing, but floats away without so much as saying a goodbye. You, meanwhile, realize everyone has watched this truly strange interaction from the corner of their eyes. On that note... Alright, I want to see what else happens. I don't know if that's the right choice, but... It seemed like a good choice. It wasn't completely weird. Cool story? Snort laugh. Thanks for the feedback! Okay, yeah, she didn't like that. I don't think she's gonna like the... I don't think she'd like the fucking... slow clap either, though. I'm like, it's awkward! This is gonna be bad. After a beat, slowly building a dramatic group clap. Right stands next to you! Usually they're much more disturbing. More disturbing than that? No. Okay, I'm gonna go with the hug one. I think that was the best choice still. It was a little strange, but I think it was better than the other ones. I'm just gonna give her a little hug. It's a little awkward, but it's okay. Alright, I'm alone by the fire. And Trickster shows up. Babe, mind if I join you? Yeah, I know. They're the guppies, you're the big lobster, blah 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 blah. Supposed to come find you. I will later. You know, I was watching you while I told my story. I could tell it has something in effect on you. The fog that follows me around, I could feel you breathing heavily, taking me in. You and I are both absolutely flabbergasted at this piece of information. Legit, you learn something new every day, even when you're a god, I mean narrator. You're doing it again, right now. You need to calm down. You should come to the hot tub with me. Dipping in hot tubs with the spirit? Woo! We slip into the water. It's just the right temperature. As always, good tempy. I just want to be totally clear. Even though that story bore some similarities to mine, it was not about me in any way, shape, or form. Not symbolically, not metaphorically, or any other likely. I believe you completely. Sure, you were cut into pieces in your life, but so was the person in the story. A perfectly normal coincidence. Sure, you're on this island, trapped, one might say, in the most puzzling place. Also a complete regular coincidence. And sure, his lips are blue, your lips are blue. Really? You'd call this blue? Searching for answers, hoping to find... revenge! Okay, so the similarities stop there, I guess. Coincidences? Sorry, the coincidences. Get this through your head, whoever you are. Samurai blood runs through my veins, or well, maybe it was coagulated by now, no need to sweat the details. Regardless, I'm a descendant of noble warriors. Thousands of years of training with bladed weapons preceded my entrance into this world. You know how many swords that is? A lot. You've got to figure out you've got to figure that with that many sharp edges, a person is bound to get disconnected from a body here and there. The truth is, and I wouldn't typically share this, so don't go blabbering about it, I jumped that story, like watching a movie in my sleep. When I was just a little girl, years before my father sunk his blade into my skin. I've never been able to shake it. That's a very adult story for a child's dream. Do you believe me? I know we just met, but yeah, I do believe you. The way you told the story, it clearly came from someplace deep. Oh, fool! Okay. She didn't want me to trust. Whoops. I guess I'm not supposed to trust. Alright, hold on. It's a regular coincidence. Okay, coincidences. Yep. You trained so long, girl. Good for you. I'm gonna save here just in case I say the wrong thing again. Do you believe me? Who says I believe in anything? And for that matter, who cares what I think? Our beliefs are our business, no one else's. Well, I'll be. That's a strong take. You've got to cultivate your own garden. I just admire you, Corvo. You're not offering up your thoughts or opinions simply to feed the curiosity of others, like some of the more desperate residents of our little paradise. Good for you, I say. Now you've got me wondering, do I believe you if you believe her or not? And if I know everything, because trust me, I do know everything, don't I already know the answer to my own question about it? Believe your answer to Spirit's question? Whoa. Ocean and air got me tripping. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract us both. What's important is that the certain corpsey cutie floating in the cloud of magical mist might be waiting for you to say the right thing and free her from the puzzle box. If you believe that she is, damn it, got me going again. I am gonna save that, but I'm gonna load the other one and see what happens if I just say no. I don't think she'll like me saying no. I feel like she's more like more into me going like, I don't care. To be honest and say no, I don't believe you. Fair enough. Why should you? Yeah, she didn't seem to like that, so I'm just gonna go with the other one. Yippee! Sorry, I didn't mean to distract us both. Damn it, got me going again. Unfortunately, before you can follow this conundrum to what'll surely be a mind-numbing cycle of new questions, you find a certain someone standing before you with a fresh towel ready to dry you up.
Sorry, kids. It's time for bed.
Might be the youngest one here, but I'm no kid. I do, however, love being wrapped up in a fresh, clean towel. My mother used to help me wash my hair when I was young. She'd comb out all the tangles and tie ribbon around it before sending me on my way. I miss her. You watch Spirit stares off into the distance, her hand gripping into a tight fist. She doesn't notice you're watching her at first. When she catches you, she looks away and turns away. Catches you looking, she turns away, roughly grabs a towel from Dwight, and then pushes him and Claudette aside as she floats off. Rip. And we're gonna go to sleep. Will you leave with your life, or has it already been taken from you? It's just a matter of time until you make a gruesome discovery. Before you can dwell too much on your fate, they're here to tell me they're sorry about the sleeping on the logs, but it's fine. I do this constantly. It's fine, guys. I'm gonna do a little music listening. Hacha.
Let's talk about our community.
That's good enough. Who would you like to summon? Spirit. Spirit, are you around? I'm wondering if I could get a little company. Spirit tells you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. I like to listen to flute music, dab on some essential oils, and steam my pores. Really? What? Even the dead like to relax. I don't really have any of those things around. Aw, she's giving me your comb. That's really gay. I'll tell you what. That's real gay. Pins you with a unique item. It's a small comb carved from bamboo. I guess you could hold on to this. It was a gift from my mother. I will want it back, though, and if you lose it, well, you'll get your revenge on me. That's the last thing I do. You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe isn't really sleepy. You're paralyzed. Whee! It's a little paralyzing. It's fine. 60% water. Everyone knows that. Even amnesiac video game protagonists. Drink as much as you'd like. You'll never get to 100%. You hear me? Don't think I don't see what you're up to. What? Oh, God. Oh, you're awake. I saw you at the spirit night before bedtime. You might know they're not what they seem. Not like me. Obviously completely honest and trustworthy. Just checking to make sure you weren't sleeping near one of my... Actually, never mind. Just be careful where you sit. But since I'm here, I'd like to share 2 things with you. 1, I do not take rejection well. 2, the first thing is very important to remember. Are you drawing me? Trapper doesn't answer. You aren't drawing stink lines right out of me, are you? Still nothing from Trapper. Look, I'm not an easy guy to get along with, but I am an easy guy to spend time with. You'll take sense if you choose to spend time with me tomorrow. The rest of the scum live like rats. They wouldn't have a good time if it bit them in the ass. I mean that literally. Point is, if you select me for the day of luxury extravagance and fun. Yes, I said fun. And if I don't pick you, remember what I said earlier, or it might be the last thing you ever forget. But hey, you look tired. Get some rest. Sleep. Maybe even sleep well if you can. Just try not to roll over to, about 15 feet to your left. Literally, it just gets me. Fucking 15 feet to your left. Alright. Gonna skip through most of these except spirits, because I know these ones. Today was a disaster. RIP. I know that everyone thinks of me as a beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe, okay? These are choices, sure. But if someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge on a society that used me to throw me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help? I can help you get revenge, baby. Let's destroy society. Let's dismantle it. And we feel great. Even though we are 15 feet down the beach. Well, not 15 feet, because if we were 15 feet, we'd be in Trapper's trap. Ah, Trickster. Shaking him in my mouth like a dog. Whee! Budgeting issues. You're swamped with engagements. Don't drink the coffee. It's bad for us. How did you knock it out of my hand? I don't know. But it doesn't really matter to me. Even if everything hurts, it's fine. It happens. Don't worry about it, Corvo. It's fine. We were supposed to be here 5 minutes ago. I know you guys were, but it's okay. They gotta do this to me. They gotta screw me up a little bit. It's just how it is. I have been enjoying my time, I guess. Lovely time. Lovely. A good is killed again and again. I have to sign the dispersion agreement because I don't have a choice. Yippee! Breakfast time. Let's eat up, baby. Eat, 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 eat. Anyone see where I left my cleaver? Yeah, you know where your cleaver is. Back to breakfast. Huntress is talking. Oh, everyone's so mad. This island is treacherous. I don't know what they think. She's so mad. Here comes Spirit. Something's not right. Did anyone else feel cold, especially cold last night? Not in the technically dead sense, but I don't know, some other sense? It's for the first time in a long time I felt the sun yesterday, and when it went away, I don't like it. I didn't like it. Aww, she felt good. I'm glad the introduction of Corvo to our island paradise, and yeah, that was in quotations, didn't distract me from my normal morning routine, ignoring all of you and vice versa. This place is an eternal prison of suspicion and suffering, and no one cares. I'm still the only one asking any questions. I'm asking a question too. It's when will Wraith shut up? But I'm not gonna say anything because I'm a mysterious little boy. Woo! I am hearing them stabbing each other again. It's fine. They're just stabbing each other, guys. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Be nice to them. They're just existing over there. Stabbing each other. Just the normal everyday occurrences, you know. Ding 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 ding. It's so funny because the narrative's just like, oh, they're together, and I'm like, I don't think they are. I don't get the vibe from them. Anyways, we're gonna go into the hot tub. We're having a date with ourselves. Which the ocean thinks sounds nice. And here he is! It's Trickster. Breakfast was weird. Yeah, I know. Get out, Trickster. We don't like you. Anyways, shadow time. It's Spirit. That checks out. You two have gotten pretty cozy. We should get out of here. I know a place that brings a bit of welcome darkness to this tropical nightmare. Best of all, I'm the only one that seems to know about it, so we won't be bothered there. I don't even know why I'm telling you, really. It's my private spot, but I guess I've got a feeling that you'll appreciate it the way I do, not like those other killers. They don't get me. But I'll get them. Oh, I'll get them all, and I'll get my father, too, and I'll punish him for what he did to my mother and me. Spirit radiates a menacing aura, waving her sword around in the air. She threatens, well, the entire universe. Like, scary and more than a little hot if you get turned on by menacing. Look, all this time on Murder's Island has got us both a little confused about things. I'm choosing to lean into it. I suggest you do the same. Seen her get mad, which is probably enough to scare you into compliance, but you've also seen that there's a lot more sensitive side hiding within her. Which one do you think will win out? You consider her offer, but before you can decide you want to go off with Spirit, the Huntress interacts. I guess you could go off with Spirit today. She seems pretty cool, actually. I think if we weren't on this island vying against each other for your attention, we might actually be friends. We might have something, though, you and I. I couldn't let you go off with your goth lighthouse without speaking up first. Yeah, I know her secret spot. I see everything through the holes in this adorable mask. So my offer stands. We can still hang out today. Plenty of room at my cabin. Wink, wink. Pretty cute that Huntress thinks she has to say wink, wink out loud. The mask barely even hides her face. Tough choice. It's not a tough choice. I know who I'm gonna pick. Pick my Gorio. I gotta go with Spirit. You've made the correct decision, but you know this. Just because you picked me doesn't mean I'm gonna slobber all over you like a dog, understand? Oh, I know. Well, of course, You still got a lot to prove to me. I want to believe that our connection is real, but I've been hurt before. Literally, with a katana. A katana that I now wield. In spectral form, you feel me? Because you will feel me if you try any of that macho trapper crap. Yeah, I feel you. Before you can ask Claudette Dwight to clarify, I'll just let you know that yes, it's too late to change your answer now. You and Spirit arrive at the coast, overlooking the Black Lighthouse. It's old and decrepit, but still impressive. There's something magnetic about it. You can see why Spirit would be drawn to such a place. You look Spirit up and down and notice that she's wearing all black, just like the lighthouse. I'm noticing a bit of theme. Is black your favorite color? Black isn't really a color at all. It's the absence of color. It's a void. Like me. Spirit smiles. Nature abhors a vacuum. You're not sure that's a good thing or a bad thing. The lapping waves at the shore of the coast set a romantic tone. The fog that surrounds Spirit everywhere she goes blends perfectly with the mist rolling up the rocky shoreline. She's at one with this place, and so are you. Gonna do a little savey save since I haven't saved in a hot second. The peace doesn't last too long, however. As the lighthouse lets out an eerie howl, like a monster dying, a spiral black light stretches out across the sky. Spirit has to yell at you just to be heard. Oh yeah, it does that! The light and sound recede and two of you sit in silence. Spirit lays a towel down and then pats it gently. Clearly she wants your company, so you oblige. When you do, she takes out some sunscreen and hands it to you. You're not exactly sure what to do. Is this an invitation to get a little hands-on action? What else could it be? I don't know. Does she want me to put it on her? I mean, she might. She probably doesn't need sunscreen. Thanks. I forgot to bring my own when I lost my memory and fell into the ocean. No problem. I figured as much. Spirit turns away while you slather lotion all over your body. You need any help reaching those difficult spots? You see a hand float around your back. Sure, why not? Spirit's hand on your back is cold as ice, but she has a soft touch when she does. She takes care of herself. When she's done, she takes care of herself. You watch as Spirit applies sunscreen to herself in the most unique way by floating her own hand back and forth to spread it on. Floating hands ability? The fact that your hands just float around you like that, you can reach things way easier than I can. It's almost like you're some kind of superhero. I don't know if she'll like that. I'm glad you get a kick out of it, but floating severed limbs isn't exactly the type of superpower you wished for as a kid. I'd rather be able to rid minds. Perhaps, maybe that's when I'll understand why some people act the way they do. Okay, sorry. She didn't like that. Alright, I think she was fine with the other stuff though, so. What else could it be? I think it's just asking me to do my stuff. Thanks! Appreciate it. Yeah, sure. You can help me. It's cold. It's cold. Putting her own hand back around herself. I am gonna save again, just in case I don't get this one right. Ding, 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 ding. If you don't mind, what's the deal with all those shards of glass sticking out from all over your body? You really want to know? You're not creeped out by them? You're not creeped out, just nervous because you know the answer might be very personal, but she's a person you want to get to know. I was just thinking about what you must have gone through to end up like that. It had to have been horrible. It was worse than death. At least death ends eventually. But I wouldn't want to forget. It literally made me who I am right now. Truth is, I could pull all these bits of glass that are stuck in my flesh out right now, if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Each shard is a reminder of what my father did to me, and what the world did to him. Oh. That's why I refuse to play the universe's game. I hate the idea that I'll be forced to succumb to pressure the way he did in the end. Okay. Alright. The way that fear and anger filled him up, that came bursting out, the way his misery flooded out our home and drowned us all. Yeesh. It's hard to not think about revenge. The dragon inside me. It's doing to me what the world did to him. I have to fight it. Even though it gives me strength, I must maintain control. You're stronger than he ever was, I'm sure of it. I appreciate that, Corvo. Suppose a little help in life isn't a bad thing. In life, in love, this world is a lot to endure alone. For real, for real. Maybe I could use a little assistant reaching my delicate toes for a bit of lotion. You know, having your body contorted into these vengeful poses, it really does a number on my joints. Oh! I am gonna help you put sunscreen on. Okay. I can do that. Rubs the lotion on his skin. This is so weird. I forgot which one I saved. Was it this one? Must have been. Your delicate toes. Fucking foot. It's so weird. Yippee! Perfect! I gotta do good and rub the lotion in the skin real good. This is sure a mini game choice. Oh, okay. I got this one. Hold on. Oh, shit. Okay, hold on. I know how to get that one. I was seeing how to do it. I can do good. I can do the good. Why did I click there? I knew that was wrong. I just did it anyways. Corvo, you gotta use your little brain. Use your little brain. Okay. Okay, I gotta do earlier. I gotta hold on. I was seeing how to do it, but I'm doing it a little bit wrong in my head. I'm realizing. Nope. No, Corvo, you gotta do it over in the other thing, though, when it's over on the other side. Okay. I can do this. Ah! Crying and screaming. Crying and screaming and losing my mind. Driving and I'm screaming and I'm... Nope. Okay, I need to... Okay, yes, that's what I need to do. Oh, these little mini games are so frustrating. Not bad. I'll take a not bad for now, depending on how good that I do these. Yeah, I will never get that third one very well unless I really am trying. Yeah, I'm not... Yeah, that was bad. I'm not letting her get mad at me for failing to put sunscreen on her. Last thing I need to do is for her to get mad about my sunscreen fails. Her sitting here like, what the fuck, dude? And I'm like, ah, I'm sorry. Okay, that was too soon. I know I can get that one. It's not that hard. I'm just fucking it up because my brain's not quite processing the way I need it to. There we go! I knew I could do it. Let's save. Coolios. Awesome. I hate that one so much. Damn it. Ding, 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 ding. It's almost October. I'm so excited for Halloween. I know that's like out of left field, but like... Corvo's thinking about Halloween. Yippee! That one was good. I'm not gonna save over the good one, but I'm gonna save over this one. Oh, nice! That was 4 perfects. Well, I suppose that the lotion made it where it was supposed to be going eventually. And you weren't too incredibly wasteful. I'm not a woman who believes in rushing through things just to get them done. If there was a next time, I'm sure you'll do even better. You look up at the lighthouse, its ominous dark form hovering above the moment between spirit and yourself. Evil as it clearly is, in this case it does you a solid by blurting out another ominous moan and burst of black light that rescues you from this awkward silence. Oh, what the fuck? Hello, ghost ship? From seemingly out of nowhere, an ancient-looking ship appears in the water. It glows, itself a thing of death, a spirit of a ship that once sailed these seas centuries ago. It's raining out. A tattered black flag whips around in the ocean air above the ship as it careens towards the shore. Before crashing on the rocks, it must have been drawn in by the lighthouse. You hear the distant shouting of sailors as the old wooden ghost ship breaks up and sinks into the water. Oh right, it does that sometimes too. That's fun! Yippee! Should we, do something? No, the sharks will take care of it. Within a minute, the ocean is quiet again except for the waves. Note to self, hungry sharks. But these time-traveling pirates, or whoever they are, you're half sure they saw one of those skull and crossbone flags. Weren't the only thing drawn here today. It's Wraith! He's emerged from the palm trees behind you! Hello, Wraith! I didn't come here to break up your date or something. I came here for that! Wraith points to the lighthouse. It's indifferent to his attention. I've been seeing it in my dreams, shining its strange light to me. I can't avoid it through woods and walls. Nothing seems to stop it from reaching out to me. Okay. Duh, it's a haunted lighthouse. It does that to everyone at some point. You're no more special than me, those dead pirates, or that mermaid I saw washed up on the shore that one time. Ew. Mermaids, by the way, aren't even close to as beautiful as people put in person as they are in movies. More sea witch than underwater princess, if you get my drift. It's all part of a vast conspiracy, an epic river of lies that runs up beneath the island or something. I'm pretty sure I figured it out, the basics, however. If you come with me, I can... You can get cut! Ooh. Spirit waves her katana, nearly tripping a couple buttons off Wraith's tropical top. He takes the hint and backs away a few steps slowly. For the quiet guy, he never really shuts up. Okay, be that way, you'll see. Alone at last, the tension broken, deathly moans quiet, the Wraith banished back to wherever he hangs out. You scooch closer to Spirit, breathing in the damp, foggy air that seems to emanate from her. Wraith was like, hey, you want to come with me? And I was like, I love you, and I would, but I'm romancing Spirit this time. It's not quite clear how the whole fog thing works, but you don't even care you're feeling this moment. Spirit seems to be feeling it too. She starts to adjust her robe, and you get a peek at the bathing suit beneath. For someone who seems intent to proving how little she cares about what everyone thinks, she puts a lot of work into that suit. It's got straps for days. However, you're so focused on what's happening with Spirit, you don't see the next interruption coming. And Claudette and Dwight burst in to interrupt whatever you're doing. It doesn't seem like they're worried. Like they were worried they'd bump into much.
We're here to make a very dramatic announcement! Well, technically, we're here to invite you back to the beach. We'd like to make a very dramatic announcement. It's hard being the producers and the host. Aren't survivors supposed to work in groups of 4?
It's all a setup! Wait a minute, there's an announcement here. But there's me.
I love you, Rafe! You got mud in your ears, friend? I told you to get lost.
Don't you see, lost is what I am, and so are you. But I know the way out. I've got a map back in my secret lair. Literally and figuratively. Yeah, I know the difference. So why don't you ditch Spirit and come spend the rest of the night with me instead?
You've got a secret lair?
Damn it! Who said anything about a secret lair?
He's such a dork!
Oh my god!
He's such a dork and I love him!
I said I've got, sap. Sap in my, secret hair. There's a flap on my secret chair. Don't change the subject! Oh! That's the first time I've seen that! Don't ask me what he's talking about.
You're trying to make a mess of the first nice day I've had in I don't know how long, because it's not even clear what year it is, but it's been a while. I'm not about to be ditched for the likes of you.
It's not me messing things up, like I keep trying to tell you. It's this dang island. I've come to accept the truth, what's happening here. Well, I'm convinced that it's our fate. It's not anyone's decision, it's simply the way it will be. There's no use fighting it.
What would you even know about fighting? All you know is hiding in your spooky little secret lair. Crying like a baby while ringing your bell. Don't tell me what I can and can't fight against. I was born a fighter. A dragon lives inside me. I can't even fight. I can't not fight, even when all I want to do is hide. Don't you see this giant hat? It's a metaphor. If I do have a fate, my fate is to win every fight that comes my way. Got it? Folks!
Oh, you hide. I've seen you hide. You do your phase walking routine. What do you call that? It's basically cloaking. We all know both cloaking is a type of hiding. I've never seen him mad. This is so weird.
Folks!
You cloak. I don't cloak. I'm not a cloaker. I phase walk out into the open. You just can't see me. You have no idea what they're talking about. This sure sounds like some video game community forum thread minutia if there was such a thing that you would not know about that either. Doesn't seem like Dwight and Claudette are going to stop this, so it's up to you. Ahem! I think I was brought here to make a choice, so I'm going to do that now. And I choose... When it comes down to it, neither of these two seem easy to love. I mean, damn, Spirit literally had a broken glass shard sticking out of her, but she has a certain charm to her gloom. Spirit and I are actually having a nice time. Besides, if it's my fate to end up on this island, well, to hell with fate, really? And I don't take this the wrong way, Wraith, but the amount of awkwardness you pack into a single day, no wonder you're so skinny. All that second guessing around. Oh, this is so mean. I don't want to roast you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry we're roasting you. All the second guessing must burn a lot of calories. No offense taken. It's okay. Yeah, it's true. I could be a little awkward, I guess, sometimes. Alright, so I'm going to stick with Spirit. Spirit breathes a sigh of relief. I've got enough revenging to do without having to kill you and Wraith, too. Yeah, that's fair. Spirit walks you around a corner to show you something she discovered in this place and knew was meant to be connected to her journey. A cherry tree. It's just a small sapling, but it's begun to sprout flowers. It doesn't make sense to see a cherry tree here in this place, but it also doesn't make sense to see a ghost in a black bathing suit, so you just accept it. As Spirit steps up to the tree, a cold breeze pulls some petals off and they come cascading through the air around you both. Oh. Love that. Do you know the meaning of the cherry blossom? I don't personally off the top of my head, but should I lie about that? Maybe. I mean, she might like to tell me. If she's asking. Oh, she's not asking. They're beautiful, but also quite symbolic, of course. Like all good symbols, their meaning is pretty complicated. What do they mean to you? For many people, being among cherry blossoms is like being in a celebration of life. People travel great distances just to be near their vibrant beauty. However, as beautiful as they might be, they aren't magical. They're simply flowers. They quickly die and fade away, and for this reason, they're also a symbol of the fleeting nature of life, of our fragile mortality. In a way, it's the specter of looming death that calls attention to the special moment to see and appreciate life. So, how does that duality make you feel? Great question. Those top two answers don't feel like her. She wouldn't care about being empowered. She doesn't... I don't know. Spirit's question isn't easy to answer. You want to impress her, but you also want to be true to yourself. The entire range of human experiences stretches out before you, and you feel paralyzed by the different options available for you at this time. That's okay. It wasn't a simple question with a simple answer. Who knows if Spirit herself even has an answer in mind. Okay, that's fair. However it occurs to you, like the fallen blossoms wilting at your feet, this chance of connecting with this beautiful person in front of you might be fleeting. Is one of these answers the better choice, or do you remain unsure? That makes me want to say still unsure. With cherry blossoms floating down between you and Spirit, you look at her, and desperate to be closer to you, you grasp for the right words to say that will capture your feelings in her heart, but they don't come. I don't know how to feel. I wish I had an answer for you. I wish I knew the correct response, but as far as I can tell, there isn't one. Nothing that's easy to explain, at least. Spirit looks into your eyes but does not speak. A pink blossom brushes against you and lands on the ground at your feet. My feelings are all mixed up, like the petals of this cherry tree, floating through the air, swirling out of my control. As I look at them, I have no interest in answers. It's enough to simply observe. It's enough to not know. It's enough to be here right now with you. Spirit smiles. She looks at the petal in the air and you watch as her eyes tracks it. The gusty sea air sending it in a spiral journey away from you both. Once the cherry blossom represented the souls of samurai warriors. Those with the noble characters. Those who did not fear death. Those who were killed in the great sacrifice to honor their emperor. Their lives were short, but their purpose gave them beauty. These warriors saw death coming, but they never despaired. They stood and faced it. They held their swords and struck down their fear. But despite the samurai spirit that lives on in me and my noble bloodline, my life has ended, but my death continues to stretch on, the cycle frozen. This cherry tree, it's not real. Though its petal falls, they still will replenish. It's as if they were installed here by someone. You watch as Spirit chooses her words carefully. By something with no respect for the balance of life and death. Sorry, we're here to interrupt. You know we don't believe you, right? Yep! This time we got a really good reason. It's nothing to do with being manipulated by an unseen force, because that's definitely not happening. Nobody accused you of that, but okay.
We're gonna tell you it's time for dinner, silly. Get it while it's hot.
Guess it's time to go or whatever. Thanks for spending time with me today. I enjoyed it. Me too. Yippee! Courting a psycho killer. Yippee! We're not gonna shove them all on the screen. Aw, Wraith seems like the biggest Wraith. I'm sorry, I am gonna reject Wraith too, so I feel really bad. I'm sorry, Wraith, I love you. Pretty small consolation for the being the least loved killer. I'm sick of watching everyone else gorge themselves while I'm preoccupied with, you know, trying to get to the bottom of this never-ending nightmare, so tonight, none of that. I'm not really hungry anyways, so I say we do a simple salad or something, the green kind, not the mayo kind. Mayo's gross. I'm fine with your just lettuce. It's nothing. It doesn't have to be fancy. Not iceberg though. It has no nutritional value. Letting Wraith loose choose was a mistake. That's on all of us. Oh joy, they need to know about my day. What will Wraith want? What will Spirit want me to say? Don't say nothing though. I'm gonna be coy. It wasn't really a date. More like people avoiding each other and choosing to be avoiding everyone else and choosing to be alone, but doing it in relatively close proximity to each other. That's exactly right. Couldn't have said anything of value better than myself. Spirit is clearly happy with the way you portrayed your date. No surprises. No surprise. She doesn't like people getting into her business. Yep, that's what I thought. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts each other now. Bony appetite. Everything has bones in it. Absolutely vile. I'm gonna thank them because I care them. Yippee! They regret how they said it. It's fine. We're doing the fire, baby. Do 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 do. Got a stunningly creative mind. Everyone's staring at me. Whee! They all want me to tell a story. I do not want to tell a story. But I will. I'll tell one. Because I gotta. Because I think, if I remember correctly, I think when I told the romance last time that, Spirit liked it. So I'm gonna tell the romance. Also, she told the romance. So I'm gonna go with romance. Tell a romantic story. Two strong hunters. Oh yeah, the parents. That's right. Cute. That's so sweet. They're furiously attempting to catch her eye. I forgot about that. Shut up. I think it was a great story. I'm gonna hear from Spirit again, though. I suppose I could still tell a story. I don't really want to, but anything I say I'm sure is better than whatever you get out of anything else in this group. Like all stories, I stole this one from someone in the past who's dead now and can't do anything about it. It's called The Bride, or technically, I suppose, the fiancé. One winter, a young couple decided that the next spring they would be married. The two were madly in love and could not wait for the snow to melt so they could join in matrimony and unite their souls for eternity. Per the latest bridal trends, they decided to have their wedding ceremony at the edge of the woods by a beautiful, shabby chic farmhouse. Together, they spent months planning the details of the wedding. The two created invitations, figured out seating arrangements, and tasted 100 cakes before settling on the perfect one. They chose Lilikoi, by the way, so fancy. When it came to figure out the decorations, however, the bride, or the fiancé, I guess, since she wasn't actually married yet, wanted to take the lead and set the style. After all, her boyfriend had been wearing cargo shorts and open-toed sandals for pretty much their entire relationship, so he was definitely not to be trusted. Having decided on such a lovely natural setting for the ceremony, the fiancé decided that the unique floral arrangements from the local wildflowers that surrounded the farmhouse. As soon as the sun rose on the first day of spring, she set off into the woods. Each day, she spent hours mapping out where the best blooms could be found, and prepared to pick them herself the morning of the wedding, so that they'd be the height of their freshness and beauty. Hold on. Oh, stretch. Okay. Enamored with the incredible variety of flowers in the woods she surveyed, the bride, fiancé, since she'd not been married yet, became obsessed with knowing just how many there were, so she could choose the absolute best. When the fateful morning of her big day finally came, the fiancé told her husband-to-be that she had one final errand before the wedding. Excited for the ceremony to come, she dressed in her beautiful white gown and set off into the woods to gather flowers. Treading carefully, she followed her route, selecting only the best stems and collecting them in a basket. However, when she came upon a once familiar clearing, something was not as she expected. Somehow it was more beautiful now than it had ever been. Just on the edge of her view was a new bush filled with blossoms so vibrant and colorful, she became dizzy just looking at them. But the fiancé ignored her sudden spell and pressed ahead, scooping up flower after flower, and every time she noticed just further ahead and possibly even more beautiful blossoms. Carried by the sweet fragrance of spring air, the bride, fiancé, crept farther and farther into the woods until she turned a corner, stepped over a mossy fallen tree trunk, and realized she'd been here before. But this wasn't the clearing she remembered, or at least not how she remembered it. The flowers were suddenly overripe, decaying, falling from their stems into festering moldy piles on the floor. Where bees had been, now only flies buzzed. Where in the scene of flowers had once intoxicated her, the odor of mildew now made her sick. She turned and looked back, but the path was dark. Into the shadowy glen she walked and walked and walked. That day, as the guests gathered at the farmhouse, the fiancé was nowhere to be seen. Her friends, family, and love began to look for her, but to no avail. They searched the pasture, the tree line, and into the forest, but there were no beautiful wildflowers or young lovers to be seen. The old dead trees, trampled vines, and moss-covered rocks. The fiancé stayed a fiancé for eternity, always wandering, looking for fresher blooms to clip, but never finding them. Distracted by a never-ending search for perfection, unable to see that you are loved for who you are. Yo, that's some deep shit. Yo. That gets me. Out there all alone. I thought it was beautiful and sad. Just like someone we know.
Oh, story time.
Yay, it was story time. It was sure story time. We're forgetting... No talk of sequels. No wink wink, because you can't wink. She's strictly a victim. Let's be nice to Spirit. I like her. She's funky and fresh. Funky fresh. I'm going to join her. Who will it be? Who do you think it's gonna be? It's gonna be her! Spirit? Oh, you picked me! Yay! Sorry, that was rude of me. I despise phoniness, so I should be honest with you. You make for interesting company, and I love the idea of winning over these other killers at all costs, even if I hate the game and prize, but I've had a long day. Floating, subverting expectations, grinding my teeth as I imagine sweet, sweet revenge, it takes a lot out of me. So don't stop bringing your A game, alright? It might seem like I hate everything, but getting to really know who I am is an impossible task not worth trying, but too bad. But you won't know unless you search deep inside yourself and bring everything you've got. Or just say the right exact thing at the right time and melt my cold heart in an instant. I don't know, the rules here are any better than you do. See you at the bar, I guess. We're going to the bar.
Who's ready to get wasted? As you know, I don't drink, so not me. Unless you get wasted as in killed, which in case, Dad, if you're out there somewhere, I will find you and waste you for what you've done to me.
That's so valid, Spirit. I would also waste your dad with you. Let's waste your dad together. That's a bonding exercise. You don't drink, like, ever? Is that, like, because it just falls out the hole in your stomach thing? Or, I don't drink alcohol because alcohol is poison to the body and mind. I don't need to act like a fool to have a good time. Oh, man, it's thunderstorming.
Why did you choose a mixology lesson as your romantic nighttime activity, then? Everyone knows this kind of date is just an excuse to get loaded up on booze and make terrible decisions. It's true. Not a single person has learned anything at one of these. Wait, that's not true. You learned how to tie a cherry knot in your stem using only your tongue. Whoa! Who ordered the soda with a splash of my private business? Because that's off the menu.
Well, I know what I'm drinking to forget tonight. Mixology is a real thing. It doesn't require alcohol to be interesting. I'll have you all know that I worked at a restaurant before I got violently executed.
By your father, on whom you will have your bloody revenge. Right. Well, so be it.
How about you, Corvo? Do you drink?
I'm gonna stay sober. If she's gonna be sober, I'm gonna be sober.
I've got the impression that tonight will be a night I want to remember perfectly, so I'm gonna pass on the alcoholic drinks. Here! Yeah, see, she doesn't want me to get drunk. And I was like, I'm good. Alcohol's a false escape. Besides, it's not like sober people can't have fun. Exactly. I have plenty of fun sober. You watch a spirit picks up a plump cherry and roughly stabs a little plastic sword through it. Hi, Angelus! Cherry juice splatters everywhere, and its little fruity guts flop out in the spirit's lap! Little fruity. Whoopsie! One of the upsides of wearing black, it hardly shows stains. No take-backsies.
So, lovebirds, what drink shall we make?
Ooh. Not fancy beer. I don't think she'd like zombie. I think she'd like either a Bloody Mary or dark and stormy. It's gonna be one of those two. Dark and stormy feels like her mood. Yeah. I'm gonna go with dark and stormy, and if that's not the right choice, I'll switch over to Bloody Mary. How about a dark and stormy drink from my dark and stormy date? Oh, see, yeah, okay, she likes it. Oh, that one is cute.
Please allow us to demonstrate how a dark and stormy is made.
First, rum, or in this case, rum extract, and a bit of apple juice is poured over ice.
And then fresh ginger beer is added in.
Garnish with a lime wheel.
And drink, the end.
Do you think we're up to the challenge of replicating this recipe, Corvo? Oh no, I have to make it. I have to make the drink. Oh no. Replicating rum substitute and ginger beer over ice?
Don't forget the lime wheel.
Rum substitute and ginger beer over ice with a lime wheel. Not sure I appreciated your tone, but yes, you got it. You're a natural, sassy natural. You and Dwight might have some more in common then. Don't you dare. Spirit seems to be in a lovely mood as she sips her dark and stormy. She's not even rolling her eyes at any petty behavior. On cue, a literal dark storm begins to make its way from the ocean. You taste your own dark and stormy as you watch the clouds approach. It's quite refreshing. Isn't this fun? Honestly, it's the most drama-free fun I've had since I've got here. And since you picked a simple but delicious drink, we've got plenty of time to relax. Want to make out a little? Hello? What? Do you really want that? Do you really want that, Spirit? I feel like you don't. Do you want to make out a little? I feel like this is you asking me, like, you breathe in a sip of your drink and immediately begin coughing before you can get a yes out. Lightning strikes a palm tree on the beach and it immediately starts a fire! The activity ends abruptly as Claudette and Dwight ush the two of you away from the bar. That face of hers is super funny. I love it. Oh my god. We're all on the gang's all here. On the volleyball court. The eternal damnation of Nerotum. Alright, who am I gonna eliminate? I have to eliminate Wraith today. I don't wanna be mean to him. I like him so much. I love him so many. Crying and screaming. Alright, you're gonna pick? Yep, I know. Tomorrow will suck. I'm not gonna love you. Sorry. I know you want to tell me privately. You're so nervous. I love him so much. He's so funky. He's so sweet. I love him. Give him a kiss kiss. Kiss kiss. I just think he's neat. He's so proud of himself. Huntress, run away. Come look for Twezzer. Hit us, Spirit. We're gonna spit on the face of God. Yippee! Anyways, now that I've gotten all those babies lined up, I gotta eliminate my boy. Make me cry a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to eliminate him. Oh, I feel so bad, but I know I have to. Cause it's dramatic, I know. Alright, baby. Wraith might cry. Yeah, he might cry. I'm so sorry. Look, I'm here and I'm horny and I'm not really getting positive reinforcement from you, Wraithy. Please don't take this personally. It's just my opinion of you and who you are and what you're about deep down as a person and how I don't like it. I hate what I'm saying to him! Stop! Like, give me something, you know? A kiss, a wink, hold my hand, finish telling me about all this mysterious stuff you're obsessed with. Or better yet, don't. Wraith rises taller than you've seen him and calmly walks to the exit. Before he leaves, he turns to you. When you came here, I thought perhaps you would be different. I don't know how my last bit of hope in humanity hasn't been snuffed out. But it wasn't. It is now. You're just like the rest of them. There's no hope of goodness here. The only thing I can do is try to escape. Ah! And burn everything and everyone to the ground. Ah! I'm so sorry! I'm sorry, baby! I'm sorry! I didn't want to hurt you! He leaves. Pretty badass exit. Was not expecting that. Ah! Crying and screaming and crying. He will hate that Trickster buddy pillow. He'll like rip it to shreds. Oh, I'm in pain. My baby boy baby. Baby boy baby. Alright, yep. I've listened to their things before. I know I said some things when Corvo kicked me to the curb, and I just wanted to just say I'm embarrassed for how I acted. Not what I said, though. I stand by it. I want everyone here to burn. Oh, of course Corvo's into me. Why wouldn't they be? I'm thoughtful, beautiful, surrounded by a calming mist, but I've also got great hair. And since I'm technically dead, I'm extremely low maintenance. Look, I don't want to throw the term anime waifu around too often, but if the body pillow fits, snuggle it, you know what I mean? Oh my god, girl. Girl, what the fuck? She just called herself an anime waifu. Alright, girl, go off. Shut up, Trickster. I know that I'm gonna work on you next, but still, shut up. Hello, Ocean. Stop sitting in the chair. Don't worry about it. The Ocean's just here to hang out. You know how it is. The usual. Spirit's route has been pretty tame. I've been enjoying it. I'm still sad about Wraith. I know I just did it. I'm still sad about it. I love him so much. I hate that you were happy that Wraith got eliminated. It made me sad. You need to go to bed, Dwight. Go bed. Go bye-bye. Go sleepy time. It's sleepy time for you. Using a killer crab as a pillow. From Huntress. You've been infected with zombie butterflies. Yippee! Alright, now I get to pick people. And you know who I'm picking. Yeah, I'm glad that you... And I'm glad I've been friendly and good to you. Yeah, I know. Listen to me. It's Spirit, we know. Well, we've seen Spirit open up. Spirit open up to anyone like she's open up to you. I've seen her open up on the insides of plenty of people, but thankfully for you and us, that's in a different type of game. Yeah. Hello. Time for me to confess my love. I want the flower. Give me the lilies. Give me the lilies. I want to give them. I wish I could see them, like, holding the lilies. That'd be cute after I give it to them. I think that would be cute. Spirit! You approach Spirit, peering down the brim of her impressively large hat into her haunting eyes. Spirit, since I met you, I've been enchanted by your presence. You've challenged me to be a better person and resisted the urge to show me the sharp end of your katana. For that, I thank you. I'm ready to take our relationship to the next level. And we shall, up to the eye of the dark storm that is our reality, to the lantern room of the Black Lighthouse. It's time for you to see what you're made of, Corvo. That's really ominous. Yippee! Might be nice to start the day out at Trapper's Yacht before we head up to the Black Lighthouse. Even if I kind of hate this basic tropical vacation stuff like yachts and snorkeling or whatever, it's good to see, for you to see me in the sun a little bit at least. There's more to me than what you've already gotten to experience. I know my whole vibe can be a little dark. The hat, the swimsuit, the plume of floating hair. This wasn't always who I was. I was a normal young woman once, went to school, hung out with friends. I even had a part-time job working at a restaurant in town. And then, well, you know what happened. Your father. And then, well, I know what happened. Your father, he murdered me and I awoke as a dead Avenger. That's not what I was getting at. Something else happened to me. I realized I need to be seen. I don't even know by whom. A lot of time when you think about ghosts, there's these type of kind of see-through, flickering specters. You imagine reaching out and having your hand go right through them. Ooh, like that sort of thing. Maybe there's some kind of warpy effect on the world around you. I don't know. It depends on which movie you're watching. But when I died, well, I dare you to try and reach your hand through me. Not really. That's not an invitation. It's rhetorical. Why did I end up like this? Who brought me here on this island? Who knows? I sure don't. I've got my ideas, but I'm not exactly out here digging around in caves or dusting off antiques and trying to find clues and analyze their meanings. I do want this experience seriously. I want to take this experience seriously, though. I want to give the process a chance. It may be a dumb process and one I have extremely little respect for as a person, but you just woke up on this beach with no memory of who you are or where you came from, and rather than freak out and simply try and swim away, you've given this a chance. Yeah. I actually didn't know that swimming away was an option. It's not. However, the fact that you never even tried, I think that means you've got courage. Or an open mind. Or, I don't know, maybe you stuck around because you like someone you met here? Yeah. I think the things on her hat are spider lilies, if I'm remembering correctly. And they're very pretty. I love those flowers. Maybe. While the two of you are getting all deep and philosophically flirty, the yacht. Why did I say it like that? The yacht pulled up to the shore next to the Black Lighthouse.
Last stop! Everyone off!
There were other stops?
No, not of this trip. Of your life.
Oh. Spirit rolls her eyes and leads to the shore.
I'm just messing with you. That was the only stop. Nobody here's really looking out for us or our fun, so we have to make it for ourselves. But no, there are no other stops. Seriously, go. Race you to the poop deck, Dwight. This ship doesn't even have a poop deck. Oh, it will.
What? What? Awful. As you disembark and see Dwight and Claudette run giggling across the ship. Too bad you can't date those two. They seem like they know how to have a good time. You arrive at the beach near the majestic Black Lighthouse. Its imposing form towers over you. The flock of birds circles lazily, no sense of fear or urgency, as if circling a corpse that hasn't moved in ages. I'm excited about today, see? Spirit places her wrist delicately in your hand and presses your fingers down against its skin. It's cool to the touch, but you feel, is that the faintest of pulses? She's got a pulse, boys! Good for her. My blood is absolutely pumping. So, what happens now? Now I show you something that no one has ever seen up close before. Well, no one who's lived to tell about. We're going there. Spirit points to the top of the lighthouse amongst the circling birds. What's actually up there? Have you seen it? Hi, Wraith! Hey, y'all. How's everyone doing today? Certainly seems to be taking this whole elimination thing well. Or maybe this is the opposite of that. Better not bring it up all again. Just hope he doesn't completely melt down. Oh, hi, Wraith. You seem chipper today. Something strange is definitely going on with this guy. Well, something else strange. Something different than what's usually going on. Wraith takes a deep breath, sucking in the ocean air like it's the greatest air he's ever sucked. Corvo, thank you. Thank you for choosing anyone else to go on a date with today. Alone again forever. This is how I was meant to be. I feel alive. Are you done? We're kind of, on that date you just mentioned. I'm glad you're feeling better, Wraith, but like she said, we're in the middle of something. Do you mind? Oh, right. So, what you doing? Heading up to the eye of the lighthouse? I love it up there. You can really see the whole island up there. In fact, Spirit, I thought you said no one else has been up there and lived to tell about it, but this sounds exactly like telling about it. Technically, I don't think Wraith counts as being alive. I mean, I don't maintain the canon, but... Spirit waves her arms at Wraith from head to toe. And if he's not dead now, he's gonna be when I punish him for interrupting our date! Hey now, we can solve our problems without our hair floating up into menacing shapes. My good God. I think it's so funny that this entire time that I've been trying to date Spirit, Wraith has just continually been the one to interject us. It's just Wraith. Just Wraith. Wraith's like, no, me. I'll just be over here running away, enjoying the view! I think Wraith was kidding about the whole being up there. Honestly, this view isn't even on the island. You can see it's mostly ocean up there on account of it being, a lighthouse. However, that does bring up an interesting point regarding, how do you say it? Spirit floats a hand up as she scratches her head contemplatively. You don't usually see her at a loss for words like this. What's your mortal status? I'm sure alive, I think. Maybe. Perhaps. Am I? Because despite what our Linky friend seems to think, the lighthouse is not to be trifled with. It's a beacon of death and suffering that brings doom to all the corners of the world, if not further. Well, duh, you saw a freaking pirate ship seemingly travel through space and time only to crumble at the rocks beneath the spooky tower. So you decide not to point it out because that wouldn't be too romantic now, would it? I think I'm alive. I'm here with you, walking the beach, feeling the water on my skin, feeling the sun on my... water on my feet, feeling the sun on the skin. Here with me, the spirit. Does that really make you alive? I guess I don't know. If you come up with me to the eye of the Black Lighthouse, you may never return. Is that a risk you're willing to take? Because we have something. I won't deny it. I feel it. I'd hate for you to simply turn to ash. Ooh. Well, fun. Great. If we were to commit right here and now to figuring this out as friends, we could put the risk off for another time. Just be friends? Ouch. Is this your way of letting you down easy? I don't know if I want that friendship. I want you. That's why I chose you. I can't decide this for you. Can only warn you it might not be safe. You might die up there and there's nothing I can do about it. Go up and maybe die! You take a deep breath and think about every particle of Sierra as it travels into your body and fills your lungs. It may be the last time you have such a thought, but you feel strangely at peace with this information. I don't need another friend. I just want something more. I'll risk my life for it. Spirit smiles a quirky, devilish smile.
Right this way.
Coolios. Inside the lighthouse it's almost pitch black. It was seemingly day when you stepped through the door, but this place is almost like a void. Last thing you see as the final rays of sun leave you is a horrible sight. A petrified body laying on the stairs, reaching up, but not up, but down, as if it had been crawling. Watch your step! The things we do for love. Yippee! When you arrive at the lantern room at the top of the black lighthouse, you breathe a sigh of relief. The light is out and seems defunct. Dust cakes the room as though it hasn't been operated in a century. However, somehow, it was morning a moment ago, but now it's night? What do you mean, a moment ago? We've been standing here looking out over the ocean all day. I've really enjoyed the peaceful time together with you, taking in the view, standing in complete silence for hours. It's kind of my perfect date. Really? I don't remember that. I just called it the perfect date and you can't be bothered to remember it? What kind of games are you playing with me? I want to remember it, but just for some reason my mind is completely blank. But hey, I'm not dead. Oh, you're already dead and have been this whole time. Or you're already dead. That's true. Maybe we'll never know. It doesn't look like the light is working. Even turned off, the light has a power to it. The massive lens refracts moonlight through itself, a subtle sparkle that has a hypnotic effect. Maybe that's where the day went, staring into this light as the sun fell and the moon rose. Thanks for spending the day with me. I've really had such a good time. That's it? Don't get me wrong, this is really cool and all, I guess I don't know what I expected. I suppose if you thought you were walking into your death and nothing happened, it might feel a bit anticlimactic. Sorry. Anyhow, it's time to go. Here, let me just flip on the light for the staircase so it's easier to get down. The stairs look pretty dark. Maybe it... I feel like I should save here. Something's gonna happen. Spirit is interrupted by a strange hum, and then it becomes frightfully clear to you that the switch wasn't for the stairs, it was for the main lantern. A lantern that is now beginning to power up. The faintest smell of burning begins to reach up to your nose. Oopsies! Look like maybe that switch wasn't for the stair lights at all! Now we see who's really alive and who's really dead, I suppose. It was bound to happen sooner or later. You slam your eyes closed, hoping that somehow not looking at the light itself would protect you. Not sure I see the logic in that, but if it is magic, it kind of defies logic. I want to see it, but well, I'm a little scared. Don't look directly into the light. Open your eyes and look only at me and I'll keep you safe. Okay. Whee! This is great. Close, please. Thank you. Alright, ready. I'm going to save it that not bad, but I want to make sure I save it down here. Perfect! Yippee! We'll see how well this goes. Oh, damn. Come on, we can do it. We can clear the minigame and not die from the light trying to kill us. Oh, I knew that was gonna be bad too. Come on, Corvo, do better. Come on, baby, we can do this. There. Damn it. I have to like click right after it. Okay. That's what I maybe gotta do. My brain is trying to process it good enough. We can do it. 2, 3. Yeah, like that! Very good. Good job, Corvo. Yippee! Yeah, I knew that wasn't gonna work out. Okay. Okay. Are you okay? You seem okay? I hope I haven't ruined this by pushing you to do something you weren't meant to do. You're so brave. Maybe not so coordinated, but certainly brave. I'm so lucky you'd put yourself through this for me. It shows you that you're real. Despite your attempt to resist it, the incredible force of energy from the Black Lighthouse Lantern eye refuses to subside. No, it can't be ignored. It doesn't matter if you look directly at it or not. In the end, it was just a trivial game. This is real life and real magic. You stare at it now, and its power penetrates your mind. It's been a while. How are things? Doing good? Feeling more dead? More alive? Yeah, love will do that to a person. Don't worry, it'll make sense soon. Okay? You wake up to hear Spirit's muffled voice. You've got a terrible taste in your mouth, like burnt hair. The air feels damp and smells like ash. Why are we in Trapper's cave? It takes time for sound to clear up, but eventually Spirit's words start to make sense to you. However, it's clear she's talking to someone else, not you. Yeah, you missed a few things.
You know how sometimes people say it's not you, it's me? Well, this time it's you, and it's also me. I can't believe I thought you would change for me. I can't believe I thought you were doing was a sacrifice. You never give anything up for me. Well, today I saw what love looks like, and it looks a whole lot different than this.
I don't think you're hearing me, which is weird, because I'm practically shouting. Nobody breaks up with Trapper. Nobody. Wait, were you guys dating?
Oh yeah, fine. Nobody breaks up with Trapper, but I'm not doing that. I'm dumping...
Don't you say it.
I'm dumping even Evan McMillan, and there's nothing he can do about it. It's over between us, Evan.
They were dating? Rin, Trapper turns to Spirit and looks directly at you. You realize you're laying on the ground of some weird tunnel. I think you're shouting, "Woke up, Corvo."
My shouting?
What do you mean these two were dating? What the heck? I'm sorry, I think I interrupted something very personal and also quite scary. I swear I wasn't trying to listen in, but I heard a lot. Probably not everything. I think I woke up in the middle. What did you hear? You dumping Trapper? We were never together! I mean, we were together, wink, wink, wink.
I know you're wearing a mask, but we can see your eyes. You don't need to say wink, wink, wink out loud. Another reason I'm right to have dumped you.
I don't think so. From what I'm understanding, they hooked up and they weren't dating. They were like hooking up on the side or something. That's what they're saying right now. You did not, but it was mutual. The jig is up, as they say. They know you're awake now, and you're gonna have to deal with this awkward situation head on.
Were you guys just not telling me you were dating?
I'm like, if you were dating, that's fine. Just why the fuck did nobody say shit? Clearly, I shouldn't be here. You two are having a very personal conversation. I don't need to be involved. I don't know how I got here. Not here on this island, or even in this creepy tunnel. As far as this island goes, your guess is as good as mine. As far as the tunnel goes, we brought you here. We? You and Trapper, but... After the lighthouse came out on, you blacked out. On your way down, I thought you might have hit your head or something. It's hard to tell what blood is new or old around here. Either way, I wanted to get you someplace safe, so I asked Trapper for help. It's not that I can't carry you, I just didn't feel like it, you know? I hate anything messing with my shards. Trapper, on the other hand, he loves nothing more than having an unconscious body draped over his shoulder. Thanks! I could have asked Claudette and Dwight for help, but I don't trust them. But you trust Trapper? Like and trust are two different things. You might think Trapper can be a real jerk, and you'd be right. But you get to see... But you get what you see with him. We brought you down here because you were the only one who knows about this place. It's part of an old tunnel network that connects different places on the island. What the fuck, Wraith?! Wraith popping at every given opportunity to talk to me because he's sad. What's up, guys? Talking Island Mysteries, my favorite topic. I was just in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd pop in. Trapper, you said this place was private! Don't look at me! I didn't tell him about it! Half the appeal of this spot is getting away from people like him. Well, geez, I can see when I'm not wanted. So you three a thruple now? feel like this is getting more and more awkward. Because I gotta say, I didn't really get the whole trapper spirit thing, but hey, it's not my business. I don't stick my nose in it. We were not a thing! Nobody traps the trapper, not with traps or relationships. Pig bar, boyfriend, and hot femme girlfriend. Yeah, you know, actually that's kind of a deal. But also, I would rather just be with him. I would be with him and Huntress and a throuple. Or him and Spirit. That would also work.
Do you realize you're sticking your nose in our business right now?
Wow, so hostile. If you don't want to talk about it, just say so. Anyhow, the tunnel has some interesting features. If you head about 50 meters down that way, you'll find... Get out! Wraith looks around just to be double sure that Trapper's addressing him. I was just leaving. This island is alone. Jesus Christ.
This island, it's a lonely place, which is great for me. I love to be alone. Trapper, on the other hand, he's quite needy. And after a lot of pursuit, I finally let him catch up to me, and it became, well, I don't want to call it a relationship, because somebody really didn't want to have that talk, but we were more than friends.
I dispute the events as told for the record. I don't pursue, I stalk, I lie in wait.
Seeing eye to eye was not things we were good at.
So I hate to ask, but did I just look into a refrigerator-sized death lamp? So guess I'm more of a glutton for punishment than I thought. What were you good at? Well, for starters.
Excuse me, I'll take that question. Thank you very much. If you know anything about me by now, it's that I'm on a quest.
For revenge.
Exactly. What you might not know is Trapper is a great classic maestro of revenge.
Trapper blushes behind his mask. That's one way to compliment a killer.
Revenge against the friends who've turned their back and betrayed him. Revenge against his father for making him into a monster. Revenge against a barista who wrote Ewan on his cappuccino knowing his name was actually Evan.
I'm gonna save here because this has been a lot of talk and I don't know when I'm gonna get a question.
For someone who thinks about revenge as much as I do, Trapper's an inspiration. But they say to never date your heroes.
Good advice, but I don't think that's the saying.
And then you came along, Corvo. You showed me it's okay to be lost, to feel pathetic, to push on when you have nothing real to offer everyone.
I'm not sure where you got all that from, but okay.
You held up a mirror of my own doubts and fears and showed me that they weren't everything about me, that I can embrace those things and not be defined by them.
That's good.
You showed me that life after death can be more than just an obsession with revenge and mind-blowing sex on the ground in a dark cave on a dark old dusty tunnel.
Well, that's what they did. Trapper nudges you in the ribs with his elbow. Gross. Clearly appealing to Trapper's better features has been a winning strategy for dumping his ass because he seems to take it quite well.
This whole half-assed dating show parody thing, at first I obviously thought it was a lame idea. What kind of moron thought there was an audience for this?
Me.
And then we spent some time together and I realized there's something actually here. You were like me in ways no one has ever demonstrated before. We're kindred spirits. And I don't want to give up on it. I don't want to give up on us.
Listen, Corvo, while you were knocked unconscious by some minor head trauma like a totally weakling, Spirit confided in me that she has real feelings for you. I took extremely well and naturally because I trust her and value her opinions.
Well, that's good for you, Trapper. I'm proud of you.
That doesn't mean I trust you. If you want to get to her, you have to get through me first. By passing Trapper's test! Come to BHVR TV Sundays at 8 p.m. Okay, oh god, this is okay. I have to pass his test to win Spirit over. Whee! Welcome to Trapper's test. Answer my questions correctly or die by my blade. Question 1. What is Spirit's real name? The one given to her by her murderous father, which only lets her real friends call her. Oh, you called her Rin. You called her Rin earlier. Okay, so you got that one. Don't celebrate yet. Haha, get fucked! I know things. I'm glad you said that earlier, because I would not have known that otherwise. Question 2. What lives inside Spirit? A dragon! Sure, everyone knows that. That won't be all this easy. Question 3. Where did Spirit work back when she was a normal college girl before she was hell-bent on revenge?
Restaurant!
I know, to think I would date a waitress. Don't tell my father I've been government with the help like that. He'd be so disappointed in me. Alright, I gotta make sure I save again, just in case. I don't know what the last questions are gonna be. Question 4. What's Spirit's favorite color? Black! Are these questions largely superficial? Sure. Maybe I didn't get to know Spirit that well. Maybe that's why she dumped. Maybe that's why it didn't work out for us. Who knows? Question 5, the final question. Oh, God. I'm so smart. I'm so glad these are actually pretty easy for being things that I know that she said. You got this, Corvo. According to Spirit, what's worse than being dead? Not being seen for who you are. When I pitched Trappist test to the suits at the VR, they told me there was no room in the budget for a new car to be given as the final prize for winning. So I killed them all right there on the spot. While killing them didn't solve any of the budget problems, it sure did feel good. Telling you this to A, brag, and B, to explain why the only thing you're gonna win is me saying congratulations for passing Trappist test. Not that it was some huge challenge. I mean, the woman's obsessed with a giant light that shines in the dark and has a chip on her shoulder about being seen. Go figure. You probably guessed, but rules are rules even if I literally made them up. You got it right. So I guess I gotta approve of your dating Spirit or whatever. I never really cared in the first place. I was just hoping you'd slip up and give me an excuse to wet my blade with your blood. Maybe I'll find a reason tomorrow. For now, you two have fun. Wink, 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 Trapper out!
I'm sorry you had to endure that.
That was fun. But I did it! I'm glad that I actually, like, remembered what she'd said throughout the game for once. I was like, wait, I know these answers! That, what, 5 minutes of the question? It was nothing. Not even as ridiculous and necessary as it was, the whole thing. The waking up in a random tunnel, the overhearing our argument, the news that Trapper and I had been something going on, and the stupid quiz. All of it, especially the whole Trapper out catchphrase. It's only because I actually like you. None of it would have happened if I didn't. And I like you too, Spirit. Please, call me Ren. Ren. I didn't really feel our lighthouse experience was completed. There was something else I wanted to show you. Alone in the lantern room of the tower. Get your mind out of the gutter, Corvo. It's not that kind of game. What's that? Hold on a minute. I'm being told... No, wait. It is that kind of game. Disregard the gutter comment. Come back up there with me? There's no place I'd rather be. Back to the tower. You're excited to return to the lantern room of this tower, despite all the drama and worry that was previously part of this place for you. More importantly, excited to be here with Spirit. Which makes this all the more crushing. And you're interrupted by the... Oh, god damn it, guys. You're interrupted by Claudette and Dwight. Claudette, Dwight, funny seeing you here. Wait, did I say funny? I meant tragic.
Tragic? I don't think so. Why would be tragic about a family reunion? Those were always joyous occasions in my experience.
Before you can explain what's even supposed to mean, the lighthouse begins to howl, a low, frightening sound. The lens begins to glow in a now familiar way. You prepare to shield your eyes in case something bad happens to you again. Now isn't the time for any reality show adjacent shenanigans. Dwight, Claudette, shield your eyes. You don't know what the lighthouse will...
Please now, please don't interrupt. You'd think after all this time, you know we've got your best interests in mind.
Wait, what? No, of course I don't think that.
Go, Max and yours, friend. I asked you to not interrupt.
Too late. The black light flares. In the darkness, you see something horrible and strange. In this place of Dwight and Claudette are two ghoulish silhouettes. Before you can focus on them, the light passes out, and the two survivors are returned to their normal states.
It's breezy up here. I should have packed a sweater.
What in the hairy hell?
Hey, watch the language. You shouldn't speak that way.
Whoa, hello!
Around your elders!
Hello?
Grandpa?
My little Rin, you're such a woman now! They grow up so fast! What?
Corvo, meet Grandpa cousin Yamoka. Well, technically not just Grandpa. Technically, he's my great-great-great-great-great-grandpa, but that's a lot of greats to say in a row.
Can I date him? Can I date your grandpa? Can I? Sorry, Spirit, I'm going. Sorry, Spirit. I might want to date your grandpa. Yeah. Anyways. I haven't seen my little Rin since I watched her from the afterlife when she was just a little girl. And I expect you to say the greats. It's a matter of honor and respect. Except Rin, she can do whatever she wants, my precious little angel. But you! Oni stares at you with his demonic red eyes. You're pretty sure the decorative third eye in his mask is looking at you. You mongrel! You must treat me with respect, or so help me I'll be cleaning bits of your head off of my kanabo. The kanabo is like a metal baseball bat covered in spikes, FYI. I'm not sure what a peasant like you is doing so close to a descendant of the noble Yamaoka bloodline in the first place. Dirk! Calls him Dirk. Claudine, explain what's going on to me.
It's Dwight, sir, and Claudette. Remember, we explained to you that you were going to come meet with your great-great-great-granddaughter's suitor and give or withhold your approval.
5 greats!
Great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, sir, your honor, majesty, sir. Dwight, it's a samurai, not a judge.
Grandpa, they must have summoned you here because they think you have great judgment, because if they summoned my father, I'd be too distracted by torturing him for all eternity to continue with the rest of whatever this is now. Show, game, experience?
Ah, yes, that makes sense. Only a man of my power and magnitude can help.
Self-important much? Nice to meet you, Kazan.
Only my friends and family call me Kazan. Those who tremble in fear of my presence call me Oni.
You're seeing a serious resemblance to Trapper, if not only by the sheer size of this man that Oni is, but also his attitude. Apparently Spirit has a type. You sure you can, or want to, measure up to that? It dawns on you, wait a second, maybe you do resemble Oni. Every time you try to look at your own reflection, however, you become dizzy and confused. That definitely deserves more thought, but not on this time to consider the fact that you might be some kind of hulking vampire with first ever case of self-blindness. There's a massive samurai mad dogging you from 2 steps away. We don't even know what we look like, that's funny. Well, you don't scare me at all, so I'll stick with Kazan.
Peasant! I realize now the true purpose of my visit is to extinguish your life.
Oni waves his katana in the air at you menacingly, like great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, like great-great-great-great-granddaughter, apparently. Hold up, Grandpops, not so fast! You're only supposed to kill them if they deserve it. First, you should get to know them a little better.
Young people these days, always waiting to kill people, insisting they must deserve it. Back in my day, you did what you wanted to be done because your nobility depended on it.
In his days, for such an imposing presence, he sure is giving off serious old man yells at a cloud vibes. Old man yells at a cloud vibes.
You see, when I was a young man, we didn't have foreigners on our land. Didn't need them. We had an abundance of culture already, a little too much if you ask me, but I didn't make the rules. The rules did exactly how it should be. Literature, art, commerce, theater, fashion, poetry, puppet shows, ghost stories, courtesans, gambling, fighting, fine dining, fast foods, public executions. What were we talking about?
Spear giggles at her great. Okay, I'm not saying all those every time, at Oni's forgetfulness. You wonder, does she even like this guy? She sure hates her father, so... Listen up, old man. We don't have time for you to list every activity available to a samurai in an eternity of the Edo period.
Silence, peasant! You're showing your ignorance. Samurai were forbade from many activities that didn't benefit the Bushido code, such as attaining certain theatrical performances. For instance, sometimes, however, a samurai would put on the disguise in order to seek out entertainment.
Thanks, Angelus. Go have good dinner.
Now, I'm not saying I did because I had honor, and a body built like an entire castle that is quite hard to hide, but clearly you have neither my honor nor my physique, and you don't even know about the ins and outs of the shifting rules of traditional Japanese samurai etiquette, you fool. Rin, what would you want with such an uneducated admirer as this?
I find it hard to believe that any contemporary person knows all that much about who was and wasn't allowed to do what leisure activities over 100 years ago. However, you're really not sure how to handle this massive demonic old man.
Oh wait, I get it, sweet Rin, my beautiful descendant. You've invited me here to do what you're too kind to do. Bash this jerk's head in!
Okay, great.
Claude, Doris, fetch my Kanobo. Rin, wrap your robe around this mongrel's hands and hold him still. We'll splatter their brains on the beach together as a family.
Grandpa, no, that's not why I invited you here at all. In fact, I didn't invite you. Claudette and Dwight did.
Ah, haha, yes, sure, wink, wink, wink.
This whole saying wink out loud thing is getting out of hand. Him and Trapper really do have a lot in common, don't they? I swear, Corvo has a good soul and they're heart of a warrior. They fought for my love in their own way, faced down death more than once, and put up with their fair share of nonsense. Nonsense which seems to be endless. Can we, I don't know, wrap this up already?
Of course, of course. Who am I to expect anyone to wait around for my approval? I've only been hanging out as a ghost and watching my bloodline be polluted by cowards and quitters for 5 generations. Just come give your ancestor-in-law a hug.
Sword drawn, Oni beckons you closer. There's no way he's ever hugged anyone in his entire life. Well, I think I'm good over here, actually.
Ren, now push them my way and I'll split them in half. The sacrifice of this usurper to the Omeoka bloodline will surely bring back to life and set us back on the course of honor.
You're so silly, Grandpa. We both know that only one sacrifice can get our family back on track. Revenge on my father, your great-great-great-grandson, traitor to the Yameoka name.
Your lust for violence in your voice, it fills me with cheer.
It's little tears. I'll never forget who I am.
I suppose if this person you want to be with is to go on your journey of bloody revenge with, I should trust your judgment. The strength inside of you blooms from the same cherry tree that was planted centuries ago by our shared ancestors.
And if Corvo ever treats me poorly, you have my word on our family's honor. I'll wield my katana and gut them like a fish. Tear rolls down from behind Oni's demonic mask. You sure you want to marry into this?
One last word of advice, my dear girl. The father stuff, don't forget it, but maybe stop focusing so specifically and obsessively on it. What he did was awful, but it was already done. Do something for yourself now. Just my 2 cents. Be well, Rin. I'll see you again soon. Now let's go, servants! Clint, Danis, return me to the stables. I assume my dragon has been fed and tended to?
Yes, sure? I swear this is still better than dealing with Trapper's dad.
I'm sorry if it was disrespectful to your great-great-great-great-grandfather. He seemed like a very special man. I realize I never measured up to somebody like that. A warrior with a hell of a fashion sense. I mean, that mask.
Don't worry, I would never expect you to. Or want you to, really. If all I wanted was the biggest brute alive, I'd be down in Trapper's cave right now, avoiding his vintage bear traps. It's not the life I've imagined for myself. This sense of abstract duty, anger at the world changing around me, a lust for blood, that's no way to live. And yet, as you know, that is the Yamoka. I'm really probably butchering the word Yamaoka way of life. Forever, I'm cursed to battle against the dragon that lives inside me. Or at least maybe I was until now. Call me the dragon tamer, baby. You haven't won this game yet. Please don't ruin it.
Sorry, I have no idea where that came from. Call me the dragon tamer? That was awful.
I think we spent enough time in this lantern room. We should go back down to the beach.
The moonlight sets a romantic mood as the storm clouds roll in and surround the black lighthouse.
You know, the sun might have set, but if we wait long enough, it'll rouse again.
Oh, hello. We're taking it off. Spirit removes her sheer robe, showing her strappy black bikini. Her pale skin glows under the light of the moon.
Maybe you could help me get a head start on applying tomorrow's sunscreen?
Oh. Again? I mean, yeah, of course, last time. Well, I definitely feel more connected to you afterwards. Oh, God. Yippee!
To be totally real with you, I kind of just asked as a goof, but I really enjoyed it.
I swear, though, if you tell anyone about this, I will not be labeled a foot freak. Not that there is anything wrong with feet, it's just that something about that kind of attention really gets people talking. Steady, steady. Okay, we're gonna probably have another mini game here. Hold on, make sure I save before it starts. Oh, God. It's this one again. Okay, I'm seeing the pattern. Almost. Okay. Wait till it gets here. Like that. Yes. Right, I'm gonna save quick. Trying to get this. Damn it. Close. I hate this thing so much. These are so hard. Screaming and crying. Trying to get the pattern of this one. Damn it. Oh, my pattern stuff is not working for me right now. Hold on, I can do this. here. Oh, it's not working for me. This is not working for me. It's not doing the patterns I'm used to. Why can't you do my favorite patterns? Is that good enough? Oh, there's my favorite. That's a good pattern. I like this pattern. This is a pattern I'm used to. Yeah. Is that good enough? It's so goddamn hot. I can feel your hands sliding. Okay, okay, this is really weird. I'm not enjoying this. Between my toes, my skin has never been more moist. Get up here right now. Before you can find a towel to wipe off your lotioned hands, Spirit grabs you and pulls you in close. Her lips lock into yours. They're surprisingly soft and warm. The sensation is incredible. Cloud covers the moon. You find yourself on the beach with Spirit in complete darkness. Well, okay. Well, that was really weird. I'm okay. You could feel the narrow straps of her bathing suit come undone and come to life, snaking around the air, wrapping around your body, lifting you up off your feet. Come here, you. So this is what it feels like to fly. Spirit pulls you close. You feel bits of glass press into your flesh. Pain and pleasure mix and wash over you like the ocean. Salty air stinging your skin as you writhe against your undead lover. The lighthouse howls. In the darkness, you're pretty sure that Spirit let the dragon inside of her take over. If it kills you, you're sure it will all have been worth it. The clouds part just as you manage to pull yourself exhausted away from Spirit. Oh! A chunk of broken glass is lodged into your shoulder. When you pluck it from your skin, it drips blood. Sorry, I think I got this stuck in me when I was having the best night of my life. Spirit drags her fingertips over the sharp ends of the glass shard. Keep it. Consider it a memento. Fantastic! I just love having glass shards for my lover and me. My favorite. I got plenty more where that came from. You sure do. Back on the beach, the other killers roll their eyes as you show up with Spirit, doing that couples thing where you walk with your hands in each other's back pockets. You know it's obnoxious, but love will do that to a person. Aww. Last day, you beautiful piece of meat. You've done so well. You're almost at the finish line. You didn't think I brought you all this way without a plan, did you? What kind of sinister body of saltwater do you think I am? Corvo! Dwight! Spirit! Welcome back! Since you're both still alive, we can assume you had a good time? You point to the many open wounds on your body, complete with bits of sand and dirt stuck in them. Oh, we haven't even fucking cleaned them out? Oh yeah, you could say that. I think some of those might be infected. You should really get them checked out. You're actually going through with this. The thing you should get checked out is your head, my friend. Spirit is absolutely nuts. You won't survive a weekday, no. Didn't you just give me your blessing like 3 scenes ago? You might think she's all sad and introspective, but the truth is she's a demon hell-bent on revenge who will ultimately stop at nothing to satisfy the lust for death that courses through her veins. Can't get her out of my mind. Duh, I know of that, and I think it's hot. She's the goth girlfriend of my dreams, and you're just jealous you lost her, so you're trying to run me out of town. Well, guess what? I'm not scared of you. I am with Rin now. She's got my back, literally, and carved her name in it with a piece of broken glass! Thank God it was only 3 letters long. Oh my God. Alright, I get it. Everyone's super tough. All you do is kill no matter what and what. But we've got a show to finish, and this is the finale, so we need you to hold on for just a moment longer. After all, what's the point of this whole experience? To give even the most demented killers a chance at finding love. And it worked! To think my official bio called me distinctly below average? Well, look at me now. World, I'm about to officiate the wedding of 2 complete maniacs. Please, Spirit, take this bouquet and prepare your vows. Wait, we're getting married?! Wow, okay, okay. Love that. As soon as you both say I do, we can send you off to your exclusive honeymoon. Hold up, nobody's saying I do today. Yeah, nobody is. Wait, what? Marriage is an archaic social institution set in place by men in power thousands of years ago to maintain their control in the world. I'm not interested in playing their game. I'm not interested in doing what anyone tells me or living by any rules. I don't believe deep down in my heart. In fact, now that I think about it, I don't remember even being asked if I wanted to take part of this bootleg reality TV show bullshit in the first place. Did anyone here agree to this? I'm still not entirely sure what's going on. Spirit has manifested her katana, but in a moment the mood has changed from a romantic climax to a place of terror.
Whoa, 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 we're all having fun here. If you say I do, we can...
I won't! With a slice of her blade, Claudette is no more, replaced by 2 halves of Claudette, neither of which are especially alive. Dwight is horrified. There's a chance he actually wet himself. Lucky for him, Keki hides lots of things. Unlucky for him, urine isn't one of them. RIP! RIP, my dude. Okay, what choices am I gonna have to make? Meanwhile, Trapper, Huntress, and Wraith are eating popcorn! Where'd they get popcorn? Again! With the popcorn! You weren't under the impression that Dwight and Claudette did all the cooking around here, so sorry. That's not the time to think about who popped the popcorn or gruesome murder just happened. This is for you. You know what to do. Spirit hands you her katana. You look at the whimpering Dwight and feel something waiting for you to pull him out of his feel everyone waiting for you to put him out of his misery.
Look, Corvo, we're on a very tight schedule. You respect schedules, right? If you kill me, I'm afraid of what comes next, so I don't know. Could you not?
Think back to the strange moment in the lantern room with the black lighthouse. When the light hit Dwight, there was something off about it all. As if he wasn't real, or at least not really human. But is this a good reason to do him in with Spirit's katana, or is there actually a reason to not kill him? This doesn't make sense. The only thing that makes sense is taking control, taking it away from them, taking it into your own hands and carving out a new destiny for yourself. Kill this pathetic worm and join me in my mission. Together we will be unstoppable. Alright, I feel like this is the final choice area. Hold on. That's quite an offer. What will you do? Get him! You raise Spirit's katana, and with the ease of slicing a wedding cake, you cut him in 2. His dead body slumps on the ground in front of you. That was so incredibly sexy. Rin places her hands over yours, and you both hold her katana, your fingers intertwining. You look to the other killers and see something new in their faces. Respect. You're one of them now. Ruthless, uncompromising, splattered with blood. A killer. My father is gonna really crap his pants when he sees the 2 of us coming. Ooh, I like that. That's funky. Yo, the seagulls. I love her hair. Her hair is so cool. What are you waiting for, lover? You sit on the beach below the black lighthouse, watching as seagulls devour the liver of a dead pirate who washed up on the shore. Just thinking about how much I love you, Rin. Well, stop thinking and show me. You think we'll ever leave this place? What do you care? I hope we don't. Dun dun dun! Well, there's the good ending. Gotta do the bad ending, too. Well, that was a route. That was also just, you know, sure a route. I'm like, okay. It wasn't like I was like, oh yes, this is super good, I love this. But I also wasn't like, it wasn't bad. I'm like, yeah, sure. That was the route ever. The route ever. It was better than Trapper's though. I'll give it that. In the fact that Trapper's route just, I was like, what the fuck is going on? What's this dude? He's sure a man. He's the man ever. But I like Rin. She seems nice. She seems funky. I give her a little forehead kiss. I don't think I'd ever want to personally date her, but I didn't mind doing her out, and I would maybe be her friend if she would do friends. If she was interested in friends. I know that they're killers and they probably aren't, but it doesn't mean I'm not gonna ask. Sometimes you just gotta try to be friends with people anyways. You know? It'd be like that. Come on. Gotta make some plans. Yeah. Everyone deserves friends, even cold-blooded killers. There's so many people. I wonder what's gonna happen if I choose to not kill him. Is she gonna just kill me, maybe? I don't know. It's possible. Maybe everyone kills me. Everyone kills me all at once. Pascal. I love that name. It's a funky name. So yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else. We are gonna try to do Trickster's route too after I do the bad ending for Spirit here. Yeah. I probably am going to have to look it up just to know for sure because I'm a little stupid, but okay, load. Should be this one. Dun, 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 dun. Join you. I won't. Not this time. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna spare him this time. You drop Spirit's katana into the sand at your feet. Everyone gasps. You look at Spirit. She's furious. I could never kill him. I never loved you. I feel like that's the one. Because I've never loved you. I don't care about you, about your pathetic quest for revenge, about your petty personal drama, or your cliche existential struggles. Spirit is aghast. You shared so much with her, and she opened up to you like no one else in her life. Metaphorically, I mean. Literally, she's full of open wounds. I'm just here for this moment right now. To watch that little blood left in your cold veins drain from your face. To show what you're not even close to the ruthless killer you think you are. To show all of you, you're nothing. You think just because you have a tragic backstory and a signature weapon that makes you worthy of my pursuit? You're toys to me. I play with you and toss you away. This whole world is my sandbox. Jesus. For I'm the ultimate killer. I'm the next generation of monster. I am the future of suffering. Jesus Christ. I knew I made the right choice with you, Corvo. It's the entity, you know, the cosmic being who created all this. You, this island, me, even I assume. If it had come to admire your ascension from virtual nobody to heartbreaking villain, you're laying on a little thick, but I suppose you've earned it. Go off. Love? Psha. You've gotten too soft. You've gotten too soft. Too much sunshine and volleyball. I don't even like either of those things. Yeah, well, I don't care. That's why you fell for me, I guess. Because nobody cares less than me. Things are going to be a lot more deranged and maniacal now that I'm around. I introduce you to the latest and greatest killer on the island. Me, Corvo. Hey, you. I'm talking directly to you now. You think you're in control? You think you're in charge? Well, you aren't now, and you never were. This is my game. It goes deeper than you ever imagined. See you around. Forever. Oh, she ripped up her books and threw them in the pool. Days later. Not much has changed on Murderer's Island. One new resident, sure, but in the end, what difference does that make? The tropical beach vacation has no end in sight continues on. The water's warm, the drinks are cold, the fire crackles peacefully in the distance as Spirit reads alone by the pool. Can't believe you'd pull that crap with me. Me, the one obsessed with revenge! I know. They know that's my thing. I've said it a billion times. Cut into pieces, wild hair, obsessed with revenge. Those are my most obvious character traits. Forever is a long time, don't they know? Don't they know I'll never give up? Never, ever, ever. Ever! Oof. Alright, let's see how we can do this. Up. Do. Okay. Dun. Now we just wait for it to go again. Yippee! It was fun. Alright. I'm making sure that I got all the endings for sure. I think I did. Yippee! Okay. Okay, hold on. Figuring this out. Okay. Okay, what do I do with the... What do I do with it? Hold on, I'm trying really hard. I'm trying to figure this out. Okay, because I've got all the endings. I do have that. I need to... Okay. So I've got all different endings. Okay, it's just a ending. Where... I am not sure how to do this. I'm not good at reading things. I'm trying so hard to figure this out. How do I do it? How do things? I'm dumb. I'm a little dummy boy. Okay. I got all of them. I got all those. Hold on. Bounces account. I do not understand how to get it. I'm very stupid. Like, I'm seeing that you can do it. I just don't know how it works. And it's getting late, so I'm going to skip on it. Yeah. I don't know what I'm reading. I'm very dumb. I'm struggling. Yeah. I'm just gonna call it on that, because I don't know what to do. But yeah. So, I don't know if I probably won't do anything else with this game then. I'm not sure what I'm gonna play on Saturday yet, but I will figure that out and let you guys know. So, yeah. That is my plan. And I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed me romancing another killer. Who's... my favorite is still Wraith. My favorite is still Wraith. I still love him. I just think he's neat. Him and then Huntress are, like, my top two. The other two are great. I do like them, but they aren't my type. They aren't as my type as much. So, yeah. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Thursday and start of your weekend. And I will see you guys on Saturday. Yeah. So, love you guys. Goodbye!